Alright, welcome on in everyone. Welcome to the stream. I'm actually thrilled to be back over here on YouTube today. Those people over there on Twitch are it's strange, I tell ya. Welcome on in everyone, hope you're having a fantastic day. We are here to get some vengeance on Total War Pharaoh. The very first series I ever rage quit over with Ramesses. There was just the AI I found to be quite obnoxious. That's fine, we're here to burn everything down. Here with Euleos, although I will admit that this version of Euleos, this is like his dad. This is Mr. Sheridan as opposed to Euleos himself. Because when we come in here to the Sea People's campaign, and look at him, this strapping young lad, as opposed to Mr. Sheridan. I'm not sure. We shall come on over to the Sea People's. I've got the camera set up. I'll get that turned on in just a moment, making sure everything is all connected here. Everything was set up for Twitch, and so I have had to do some readjusting, and it was giving me some issues early, so that's why we're a little bit late here. So we should be playing as Euleos, the Blade of the Sheridan. He has an easy start, which I would actually say is false. He just has a very strong campaign, or a very strong faction. Well, he has pretty much an equal start here to Walwetes, which he considers hard. It's just I'd say that the Sheridan's troops are much better right off the bat. So Euleos considers Radiant Isul, the deity that we start worshipping. Not a god, but his very brother, and seeks to reunite with him at the end of his journey of pillage and mayhem. And while I read this, we'll go ahead and pull the camera on, make sure everything is working as intended. Yoink. Hello, everyone. It's quite bright out, so if I look washed out, it's a product of being ghostly pale. Snow camouflage does backfire sometimes, huh? So here for Euleos, we do have, let's see, where do we fix up? Oh, at the end of his journey of pillage and mayhem. Those of his followers given to trivialities such as surviving until old age ask themselves how much of Euleos' personality is a divine boon and how much of it is a sign of insipid madness. Either way, his course is set. So it is. So we start worshipping Isul. We'll have to get to grips with everything that Pharaoh had to offer, but that's our first deity. Our roster, if we were to actually claim any land, is going to be the Lowlands and Isul units, but I'm going to try to stay as a fully horde-based faction here and just raise everything to the ground. We're going to start going after Karunta, and then we're going to hit Shubulilioma, and then we're going to go after Babylon. That is my three initial attack strategies. Then I'm going to try to send some of our generals across the seas to wreak havoc with the Egyptians. That should be our goal. But first, for this first stream here, we're likely just going to get to take down Karunta and maybe Shubulilioma. For our faction units, we have some very powerful Sheridan Raiders. We got the Looters Club's infantry, we got Axes, Clubs, we got Javelins, some pretty decent swordsmen with Javelins. We've got lots of good stuff. For our faction buildings, we've got War Reavers, increasing our rating income and influence. Western Islanders gives us a happiness drop and a workforce growth drop. This looks like one that's for our horde buildings because it's penalizing our foes. We've got the Colonist District. It gives us influence and production. This is likely one of our settled buildings. It doesn't really tell you which one's settled and which one's not, which is a bit unfortunate, but that's alright. So this looks like a settled building. Extra laborer growth, workforce growth, extra production, all that good stuff. We also have the Harpoon Combat Grounds, giving us influence, 175 food, and the main characters for this campaign, the Seasoned Naragi Harpooners. These guys are insanely powerful. They've got actually a debuff that they put on enemies on top of just being a super strong javelin unit. They've got this thing called Harpoon. So at 1 year Harpoon, for 15 seconds you lose 3 melee defense, 10 of your armor, and 15 missile parry, allowing all of our other javelin to do even more damage and avoid shields. It's pretty terrifying combo. We also have the battle-hardened Naragi Warriors and just the Naragi Warriors in general, which can do a kind of the Kiloni formation, which is a kind of pseudo and proto Skiltron. It's fantastic. We'll get to see that soon. Lastly, here we have the Harpoon Fishing Port, giving us upkeep reduction for our seasoned Naragi Harpooneers. They're Harpooneers. Gives us 140 income, 50% food, and then some workforce. Let's dive on in. Actually, before I do, we're playing on campaign Veteran and Hard because I don't like the amount of cheats it gives them on very hard. It's not so fun. It makes our looters, if we were to throw hands with any other looters, they would just get absolutely throat chopped every single time. Where we just have to do a little bit more tactics to make sure we are counterplaying the AI's cheats in their stats. For campaign customization, I always have a preset here that is the proper campaign. You see how ancient it is. This one is going to increase our resource deposits to high, because the AI factions tend to drain through all of the deposits quite quickly. In default, they're 20,000, so at high they set up to the maximum of 50,000. So we're not going to get settlements razed to the ground. They're going to be having no actual good income for us. This tends to be more if you're claiming settlements, but I'm going to keep it on high at all times just because it makes the campaign more fun. Everything else is the same here except for our Pillars of Civilization. I've just bumped the chance of disaster slightly up. That way we have more events going on. For battle, it says I've changed this, but I definitely haven't. The other thing I've done is change the battle terrain severity to high, so all of the terrain effects are increased by 15%, which gives us a little bit more tactical play on the battlefield. I don't like changing the weather severity, because you can see it doesn't go... There's no chill here. It goes from normal values of 50% increase to 100% increase, which I don't want any of that. I'm cool with 15%. No changes to AI, no changes to anything else here, except for just taking off autosaves, because they are obnoxious sometimes. And let's get to it, to catch the horizon. So long since I've seen this starting intro, let's get to it. Although I am a little bit sad we get the same intro every time. This is the one for... They did a redone one for Dynasties, but it's mostly the same. Sometimes you need a full train of grapes, that's just how it is.
I am Meneptah. No, I am the great Pharaoh Meneptah.
Game volume's a little low, I'll see about turning that up. It'll cut to being a little bit choppy for a moment.
10 years ago, I inherited the throne in the shadow of my father. The strong bull, the protector of Egypt, the chosen of Ra and beloved of Amun. The mighty Pharaoh. Ramses the Second.
An unfortunate way to go. Well, we've had great leaders die in more foolish ways. You can tell the Hun went out to a nosebleed. You gotta watch out for Anubis.
Egypt has flourished throughout my reign, but now I sense the eyes of Set upon me, and dark times are coming.
Now for the good. Except for the King of Assyria, this is how you die. Every time I see that, please don't.
What will happen to my kingdom after my soul slips into the eternal
We're gonna burn into the
lands
ground
of the afterlife?
Or die trying. I'll dial the game volume back just a smidge. I have to shout to be heard over it. And look, even his art, all of his art for Hecleas is fantastic. It's just his actual 3D model render is a little funky looking. And he was supposed to, I don't know all of the myth behind Hecleas, but I'm pretty sure he's one of the companions that travels with Hercules at some point, and even ends up on the Argo with Jason and the boys.
Hatti is a land of misery and misfortune.
It's about to get
Torn
so much
asunder
worse.
by endless strife and conflict. However, the Hittites' woes will soon multiply as a new threat descends upon them from the sea. Hecleas
Over here, give this guy the business.
leads his war bands on a path of death and destruction, drawing ever closer to the shores of Anatolia. The Sherden are no strangers in these lands, yet Hecleas is unlike any before him. A madman who claims to be a brother of the heathen sun god, Isu. Blasphemy. He would set the world
He's
ablaze
super crazy.
for glory. His and his brothers. Those who stand in his way will be left among the ashes. Or perhaps they shall raise the earth beside him.
Incorporeal cloak there. Gotta watch out for the Hittite
is
kingdoms.
a bloodthirsty zealot, but he's no fool. Calculating and cunning. He knows his ambitions will earn him countless foes. So, he chooses his targets carefully and picks them off one by one. Shupil-Yuma, Hatti's great king, will not stand by and let the lands he seeks to unite crumble into fire and ruin.
We'll see.
At the hand of Hecleas. Destiny binds them both in battle. Hecleas will also find a fierce enemy in Kurunta, for the Stag Lord also claims divine purpose, proclaiming himself an incarnation of his god.
See, obviously we have to clash right off the
Hecleas will
bat.
seek to raise his stone towers in Anatolia, where he has numerous cities to torch and plunder. Should he succeed, he will be in position to challenge the great king himself. Or perhaps he will turn his fiery gaze toward Egypt, seeking his glory amidst our shining wonders.
Yeah, no, Babylon, Egypt, Troy, all they're gonna burn. So we are the Blade of the Sherden, Board of No Mother, self-professed brother to Asul, a little bit frumpy looking on the campaign map. We've got a hybrid gameplay here, access to war spoils, we've got Horde and settlement buildings, Horde and standard forces, just depending on if you're settling settlements or keeping with your Horde faction buildings. For our faction units, we've got very disciplined and aggressive units, access to the very powerful Kaloni stance, which is that proto-skilltron. He's got no chariots though, so the only way we're getting chariots is through local recruitment. So we'll see how long we go before I start getting antsy for the rolling carts of doom. For commands, we got make use of sweltering weather and cause more destruction. So we just have the he may fully be a demigod here. The command, oh yeah, we already see that one, and then improve benefits from war spoils. For his court, he's got powerful retaliation to failed plots and then more expensive court actions if we do choose to join court. He's not very good at it, but if someone tries something on him, he's likely going to stab them in the neck. He's very Roman with how he solves his problems. Key concepts, we've got outposts. Yeah, we have special ones called Naragi Towers. They've got 2 tiers, and their effects depends on who owns the respective region. This is kind of our main unique mechanic here for the Sherden. So the Naragi Towers are incredible. They're heavily fortified and hold a garrison and have a unique battle map that is, from what I've seen, you can hold the Naragi Tower battle map with very, very few soldiers. They're just completely covered in towers. Their effects are the weakest in foreign regions. You can use your outposts there to destabilize those regions. In regions you own, use the Naragi Towers to protect and control them, and then their effects are strongest when the region is destroyed. As you can see here, they do different things. You've got Horde dwelling points, influence, upkeep for units stationed in that Naragi, and then food income. and that change is based on the level of that settlement, or who owns it. I guess it is the most, but it's not that much. Not that much more. Yeah. That's our main thing. Our native units are going to be from the lowlands and east of us, so that's going to be the only way we get access to chariots. And Canaanite chariots are they're just fine. They're not as good as the Hittite ones at smashing guys apart, but they're much more hardy than the Egyptian chariots. For our terrain, Anatolian lands are more beset by fog and storms. Fair enough. For titles, we have bolster the strength of our general's horde of settle units. They allow you to focus on specific types of units and allow you to both empower your own armies and hinder the enemies. You can use the Follower of Eastfield title to terrorize any region. That sounds great. Of course, we've got our ruling dynasty, which Iolaos is alone in for now. We'll have our royal traditions. We're definitely going to go for the just forge your own path just to burn everything to the ground. Excuse me. That's mine. Great. Try to steal my sandwich. Freaking cats. Hey, come here. You have to say hi to everyone then. Come here. There's no menu. Try to steal my sandwich. You gotta say hi. Look at her. Little rat. I heard her ripping this thing from the side. Alright, now you go over here. I don't want to hear you trying to yoink my sandwich. I gotta put this somewhere else. Alright, where were we? Yep, we're on a forge our own path. Let's get to this. So we got status, we got records. Let's see here. We got Iolaos' scout, medium armor, a long sword, a large shield. He's already cruel. That's a follower of Isul, and it's spring. Fair enough, and it's very dark to start. I kind of hoped we would start on the islands of Crete with the initial overview, but I guess they decided that's a little bit too difficult. Exactly.
My brother, the sun, beckons me to him.
So our first army here is going to have some Sheridan Axemen. Sheridan Swordsmen do love when they have access to some javelins. The lethality in this game is also quite fun, where your weapons have a chance of just outright killing someone, and not just, you don't have to worry about their health pool, you just hit them once and they fall over, based on a chance, just based on the weapon type you have. So blades are medium lethality, axes usually are very high lethality, so you got 12%, it's not actually that much higher. Iolaos' troops must be very adept at stabbing people in the neck. For our Naragi warriors, they've got, that's much less. Spears have 5% lethality, which is kind of interesting. That's where all of our bonus V large is coming from, though. They got 22, so that's how we're going to be dragging down Carunta's chariots. We've got Sheridan looters, which are clubmen. Clubs always have really good melee attack and pretty high lethality, 13%, not bad. And then our seasoned Naragi harpooners, harpooneers, tier 5 unit.
The world is good, I suppose.
Yeah, for now. We'll fix that, don't you worry. The game always looks beautiful when you come on in. It was always the AI that made me rage quit. Ooh, hang on. Iolaos, before we leave, we need to get you a arranged marriage, my friend. Starts cruel. I mean, his eligibility is 10. He's never been married. So we've got Katerina, the remarkable beauty, and then we have Adulesa, raised in the wild. I mean, this is probably who Iolaos would go for, but she has a higher chance of having children and therefore increasing our dynasty. So we'll spend a little bit. Actually, how much gold do I have? It's worth it. Especially since we got lucky here and got someone with a higher chance of having children with Iolaos, so the dynasty shall grow. Excellent. Now let's go do some slaughter. Perfect way to celebrate. Burn their beards. Alright, Tata. He's got a common small shield, a common medium armor, and a common sword. We've got Iolaos' scout, 50% additional line of sight and extra resources gained from raising, as long as you're in the region with the port. Got a common large shield, good damage resist against missiles, good armor, and then the long sword for 10% more damage and 4 more melee defense. I do love that you can get equipment for your bodyguard unit. One of the best things about this one. And for any who wanted to know what kind of mods we have running, and those are on the description, I just got kind of a mix of quality of life mods and some visual overhauls to the units, and giving us some bannermen and things, so it looks a little bit more fancy. Let's dive on in. Balance of power is way in our favor here, and this is a perfect map for flanking with Shirden looters, especially since they have these slingers we'll have to go weather. 6% lethality, that's good. So we can at least shrug off their damage. Let's get to it. First battle. And let me know at any point here if I need to change up the mix for our audio. Because it's easy for me to do in a hurry. Before the battle gets going, I will show off our graphic settings, because I have a very specific setup here. Current weather, dry into a storm. That sounds awesome. Look at this battle map. Now, every time I come back to Pharaoh or any of the other historical titles, for that matter, I wish they would do more porting these maps over to medieval, not to Warhammer. Just seems like a shame. And this is even this one. Well, you like things like the Wood Elves or Dark Elves would feast here. Be a fun battle. All right, so what we're gonna do is show you all of our units, and then get them deployed proper.
I do not fear the Shiites.
I don't think anyone should.
No one stand in my way. Raider, champion.
Especially if they're getting taken down by me in Raider form. Alright, so let's show off the Axemen first. And like I said, I've got a couple of mods on it to give these guys a little bit more a variance in their actual equipment, and then it gives us a captain in every single unit, as well as a bannerman, which I think is a necessity. I wish we had a few more bannermen in here, but such is not the way. Our Axemen, very lightly armored, but they're ready to deal some damage. I really wish I had. I need to pick up some of these, almost like duckbill axes. These things look nasty. I have a sword of my own, but it's more like of a Viking longsword than, or an arming sword than a cool duckbill axe like that. And next up, we've got our harpooneers. Likely going to be the MVPs for our early game and into the late game here. These guys are insane. And they throw some pretty gnarly looking barbed harpoons. Getting hit by that would be a nightmare. And then if they get in close, they got a hook to give you a little bit of a greeting. Exactly. These are our Naragi warriors. Their main form only have the kind of circular shields with all the extra blades in them, so all of the kind of the dual shields and the cowhide ones are coming in from the mod. A little bit. Also, they have the, like I said, the Kiloni stance, which, can you deploy? No, you can't. They will as soon as the battle begins, though. As for our Shirden looters, they're pretty much just wearing towels and have attitude adjustment sticks. At least they're wearing a helmet. Keep your head safe. Got 2 units of them. They're going to be really key for rushing around and getting rid of those slingers. Who are we missing? I think we're missing Yoleos himself, who is right here in the center. Is a sassy boy. He's ready to throw hands. I love the... so this is actually bronze, not gold. So the bronze for the era would be much more gold looking as opposed to what we have now. That's kind of a reddish brown color. So you know, all of their gear is kitted out in bronze. And as we change his gear, he will actually switch up the weapons and shield he's got, which I think is awesome. So now let's properly get everyone deployed. So we're gonna have our main warriors walk right down the center. Skewer them 2 at a time. Harpooneers off to the side here. We will do looters on the flanks, and then right before we start the battle, like I said, I remembered the very last second. We'll show off the graphics settings.
Swordsman.
Something a bit like this. Preordained winners. Winners win, and Yoleos knows it. Just kind of scroll down the settings. You want to see them in any more detail, go ahead and hit the pause. And then our blood as well. Everything's on, and just have things are set to 100. Any higher, and it gets ridiculous quite quickly. But if you like just fields of blood, then hey, go ahead, go crazy. Let's do it. I mean, yes, I'm absolutely going to have these guys go into the Kiloni stance. They get themselves good and protected. Can't be flanked, and this is, it's broken. It's incredible. Probably the best stance in the entire game. We'll have these guys
The
advance,
sea unites us.
and then do the same with Mace Boys. We'll have them kind of walk through the woods, that way they're not getting too tired.
On our way.
Let them get a little ways further ahead. We can see how far the slings can fire, or launch their rocks. There's probably no fire involved.
Seize the moment. Stop running.
Oh man, they even advance in formation. It's good work. Actually properly cover themselves. They did the same for the dwarfs with long time ago with the update. But they just don't actually look like they're covering themselves with their shields, unlike the guys here. So it's good to see. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. I was trying to pull up to see. So what we're also going to do is have these guys go and march up the Eastwind Slingers.
Spearmen.
From what I remember, Pharaoh has their combat AI is a little bit finicky, where if you give attack orders, they will see that, and they'll kind of move their line to adjust accordingly. So we will act like we're not attacking anyone to start, and just let those spearmen walk into the slings. Oh, I didn't have these guys walk. Whoops. We'll let the other ones run to kind of catch up. They should be invisible the entire time through these trees here, and then we'll rush them up to go bonk those slings when they fall back. Make sure our timing's right here. It's all going to depend on if our lads can weather the sling fire. How many of those 6% chances to kill get through. And they can't run in this formation either, so you just gonna have to slowly walk up under fire. They're doing fine. I believe in you, lads.
On our way.
Moving quick like. We will have the harpooneers first take down some of these Eastwind militia, and then their harpoons drop slingers with a quickness. You guys stay back, because they'll start throwing them at Hecleas as soon as they can. Alright, the rest of their forces are coming up, so let's move. Move in now.
Up to it.
I am up to it.
Her spears!
No. Please don't run. We lost one of our Niragi warriors. You guys got this.
Swordsman.
Hang in there, boys.
Blood in battle.
I need these guys not to be spotted either. So as soon as these warriors get close, they'll fall back.
Who will face me? I will burn their ships.
I will burn their ships. So as soon as I see this back line activate, we charge in the clubmen.
Better than everyone.
Better than everyone. Listen, I'm pretty much convinced at this point that Hecleas is just my spirit animal. The storm's here. Come on, backline, what you guys got? Javelins away. I can't get in and actually watch the battles because you guys are being goofy. Go. Go, go, go.
Javelins now!
Swordsman.
Bladesman in.
One of your units has depleted their ammunition.
Spearmen. Meet your maker.
And in battle, engage. We'll want to go ahead and have Hecleas charge up into the fight because they will just keep throwing rocks at him otherwise.
Victor.
Javelins away!
I am the one.
I am the one.
Behold.
Don't need a gun to get respect.
Ready spears!
They won't dash you. Right? I love
Alright, then we can have our axemen here. They've got this special onslaught ability, which has them cause dread, which is like terror for this game. Have them advance slightly and be nice and scary. Clubmen are nearly here.
Victory is within your grasp.
You can see the harpooneers already did a heap of damage. Be a little bit careful. We'll bring them over this way and have them throw their spears into Ata here. And that's what we'll tell him. Clubs are here. They should scare those guys off pretty quickly. Unfortunately, they didn't quite make it in time. They're not cav. They are guys. They just don't have armor.
The sea unites
So the
us!
harpooneers have bad line of sight. Now they're doing fine. Hecleas has lost a few men here. Let's have the clubmen then smash into the back of these Eastwind militia,
We are invincible.
and then the same thing over here. And we'll roll those two flanks. break your colony stance and get in there, start chopping people up. Axes get to work. Flanks broken, go ahead and send them in. Yeah, it seems like the Harpooneers had an unfortunate time there.
Preordained winner.
Preordained winner. We gotta get them off on the flank a little bit faster. Now that is the enemy broken. We'll have the Harpooneers fall back, let the lads chase down whoever they can.
Swordsman.
Glorious first battle. No, they didn't stand a chance, but still.
Waves and storms.
Glorious first battle.
Strangle you.
I'll strangle you. Is it kind of difficult to tell who's who when the battle gets going? Absolutely. Needed to be a little bit better job done with the color schemes for everyone. That way you can easily tell the units apart without having to hold the spacebar the whole time. Oh, there goes the enemy general. Absolutely. Everyone find someone to chase.
Riptide, take you.
Our losses look pretty low. We have about 120 units of each, so we lost less than 15 in every single unit. Gear for rolled up. It's in the battle there. Decisive victory. 74 fall. Yeah, it's not bad at all. Golden sword going to our bonk stick wielders. And these guys are the only ones that actually secured enough kills to rank up, which is kind of surprising. They just been the quality units they were fighting. Yeah, you see, you tend to want to attach those better.
Isul smiles on their
So we
grave.
can let them live, which is... No, absolutely not. Not what we came here for. Steal war equipment. Hatred of their masters will grow. We laugh at the prospect. 8 more armor, 10% more armor piercing damage, 10% more melee damage, and then so just 20% more damage more or less, and then 8% more morale. Or take them on, giving us more labor growth for a turn and some replenishment. I think this is the call.
You have always
Only if it
been
accounts for...
slaves. My brother, the sun, beckons me
Always
to
been
him.
slaves. Listen, we're just bringing you back to work. Labor growth +5 for this army, and enables the false attack pre-battle option, allowing you to attempt to surprise your enemy and force them to retreat. Huh. Success chance is increased by your presence and orator competencies, and decreased by all 3 of the enemies. Give a chance to scare them off. I'm not sure why we'd want to do this, unless we want to push them into another settlement to try to drive them out of the walls. I don't know. We can switch between the medium shield and the light shield. Well, there's no real difference between the heavy and the medium. So the medium gives you more health, but less resistance. That makes sense. So what do we want to go for first here? We have 3 into Ardor, which is going to be our movement and ability cooldowns for the most part. Battle loot and replenishment for the fortitude, and then our presence is going to be upkeep and line of sight. Upkeep sounds pretty nice, but I think we probably just want to go for movement to start here. Getting 3 in this gives us Sea Ravager. Movement refunded after raising. Alright, Scarbrand. Pious, Reckless, Cruel, and Resolute. 20% more income from raising. Sounds good to me. And then Cruel gives us more duration on killing captives, which boosts up our morale. Although, what is killing captives here for Hecleas? The stealing their equipment, likely? If that's the case, that's pretty dang fantastic. Then Resolute is spending turns in enemy territory. Reckless is recruiting units with 2-handed weapons and suffering high casualties. And then Pious is praying or being present when a shrine is constructed. Ah. So does it want us to claim it? Maybe we need to claim at least 1 settlement on the ports here. We'll find a good one to lock down. That way we can at least get 1 spot to pray at. If we need to. If we need to. Alright, that's our first battle won.
The horizon is a step away.
Indeed, we're pretty much just going to completely ignore diplomacy. And what we will do is come into our royal decrees, which is our technology tree here, and it looks quite confusing for any who've never seen, but we just need to focus on these ones. You start with these 3 nodes, you kind of branch out from there, following the arrows. So we will start with develop the tribal outposts, which allows us to put in those Naragi towers. Because for right now, if we claim this, I don't think anything happens. Let's see.
Excitement ahead.
Oh, you can at least, you can claim it for you, but that's it. Okay, cool.
Yoleos,
Onwards.
brother to the sun.
Onwards to Adana. We can recruit in some Shurden javelin men, more swordsmen. The recruits have some pretty decent stats, don't they? High lethality, and then Shurden looters for bonking people in the head. Onward to
Flame in the
Adana.
flesh.
Which, if we conquer this one, we'll get some food. Right? Yes, food stores. If we can find with the war spoils where we want to destroy. This is a mechanic that came over from Memnon with Troy. War spoils rank. So the more settlements we control, the lower our rank will be. How do you get up into tier 6, I wonder? Just destroying everything? You gain rank by destroying settlements. I'm not sure. It is telling us the exact amount of whatever resource we'll gain for taking down the different resource producing sites here. We want to get a nice bit of a food to start. The closest is, of course, Adana. Onward, we can destroy and gain 1140 food.
Blades and torches ready.
Blades and torches.
Burn their beards.
I like this balance power. That's actually quite a bit closer than the last one. It may be the Luwian Spearmen. 46 defense. I mean, it won't save them, but to the field. This one will be a actual settlement battle, so it'll be a little bit harder for us to crack. They can just guard the settlements with, or the different choke points with one unit. Make it very hard to get through. Alright. Same kind of strategy though. We'll walk up in the Colony stance, and we actually don't really have any issues with sweltering. With sweltering weather. We'll walk up in Colony stance. And while the looters run around, throat chop dudes, there's nowhere we can really hide them. We just won't. We'll put over there, we won't worry about them after, so we'll do everyone else in between these two. Okay, so Yoleos, Axemen and Swordsmen. Two warriors over here with the Harpooneers. One group, two group, and then the looters. Let's get you guys in guard modes. You're not rushing up and being foolish, and let's do this. Okay, so where are you guys deployed at? Slings here.
Warriors of the tides! Spearmen!
The Rocky Warriors advance on both sides here. As soon as they start throwing stuff at us, we'll have them go into Kiloni stance. And I'm gonna have the Harpooneers here rush up towards these trees to be protected from the rocks. We could probably just overwhelm them here with these guys, but let's not. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna run into the bushes and see if they forget about them when they go invisible. Of course, if they have any slings on that side, we'll have to quickly fall back. Otherwise, the rather shirtless lads are gonna take damage quickly. All right, Kiloni stance, sir. No one can break us. So don't actually march up into melee, just get close.
No one stops me.
On both sides here.
Start marching!
Rocks come flying in. Looks like they are... Oh, we can no longer see them because of the bushes too.
For the sea gods! Start marching!
We've lost one of them, and then these guys are still tanking it pretty well. Alright, harpooners. Harpooneers, get up here. Go after whichever slingers you can, just get up front.
Warriors of the tides. March onward. March onwards. Winds.
March onward.
Move forth.
So I'm curious to get closer to see if they're still there. And all of Yoleos' men can basically set to light stuff on fire whenever they're done attacking. Or whatever their idol that is.
Warriors march.
They're definitely gonna start throwing at the harpooneers, I would.
Waves and swords. Warriors march.
By far the most dangerous unit moving up. Oh, they're not.
Preordained winner.
I mean, it seems foolish.
Javelins away. Swordsman. Move forward.
I like they're saying Teto Echo too.
Start march.
I knew it. They've always been preparing for the Teto Echo DLC.
Axeman. Riptide take you.
Yeah, weaken them a little bit.
Blood and battle.
Charge them with both.
One of your units has depleted their ammunition.
Good me.
Got them. On our way. Send the hailstorm. Face the fury. Hurl your spears. Throw your spears.
Break this group. You guys should get back there into the slingers. I don't know if Yoleos can sneak by, but I'll try.
Your general is under attack.
Move forward. March onward. Rain and storm. Good and good.
All right, harpooneers, take them down.
Swing and loose. Here I am. Warriors of the tides.
Have the axe lads go into onslaught mode, push them back. Yoleos charge here.
Deadly aim.
I love that some of the harpoons are actually hitting these guys on the way through, but look how fast they drop. Harpoons come flying in. Alright, they're
Swordsman.
thinking about breaking.
The sea unites us.
Out of the colony stance, break them.
Swordsman. Javelins now.
Alright, bring these guys back. I realize I have
Got them. Clubs.
one of the clubs go around and the other ones go this way.
Start marching.
They may just run away though.
Lightning spears. Swordsman.
Harpooneers, get in there.
Move forward.
Bladesmen, you drag them down. You pursue
Face
here.
the fury. God preserve us.
Gods preserve us.
The sea unites us. March onward. Spearmen. Spears.
Do you can.
This is hopeless.
Keep up the fire. These Luwian spearmen have been cut down the middle by our axemen's advance. They've lost all of their unit cohesion. Alright, fall back. Here comes the general.
Start marching. Swing and loose.
Was there a tower over here? Gross. They're trying to draw us back into the tower.
Warriors march.
In that case, how far does it protect? Go this way.
On our way. On our way. March onward.
Slaughter them. Looks like this group is... They're just running, so we'll go ahead and set up and wait. Yoleos and crew. Yeah, just one throw of the harpoon. Look how many guys drop. That's a tier 5 unit.
Sea javelins. Move forward. Move forward.
Still launching slingshots towards Yoleos himself.
Start marching.
General, go ahead and charge across the water here.
March onward. Warriors march.
I'm gonna have the swordsmen that are over here pursue these eastwind slingers, and then Yoleos and the axemen can go this way.
Send forth. On our way.
Elodie stance.
Formation. Brown and blood. Start marching. Warriors march. On our
Well, I
way.
kind of want them to move together.
Swing and loose. Meet your maker.
Get in there.
Javelins
One of your
away.
units has depleted their ammunition.
That's true. Alright, Yoleos and company. Obliterate them. Harpooneers, you out of shot. All right, fall back.
Start marching!
All right, come in and obliterate this general, and you go through to capture the zone. Oh, I grabbed the wrong group. The swordsmen need to come back. The harpooneers need to fall back. Foolish. Yeah, the tower's firing on us too. Run this group over first. Oh, interesting. They were ready for us. Fair enough. Keep coming through. Let's have these guys smash them. That's alright. No worthless sea dogs, huh? You got some coming from behind, too. Love this guy's cape. Yeah, they should break almost immediately. They're just being completely sandwiched by raiders. Axemen are here. Let's go ahead and have them activate the onslaught stance. You will not suffer long. Gonna bring the swordsmen out. That way they can go charge these east wind slingers. They're broken, and that's that.
Riptide, take you! Meet your maker! That's right!
These Hittites are very colorful with their garbs. That's how you tell them apart. Our guys are all blue and red, and they're green and yellow and blue. Oh, fair enough. And there goes the general. And they have lost the entire battle. Thank you, advisor. These towers are these ours now? Well, they are. Are they gonna shoot at guys? That's incredible. Alright, let's speed it up. I just wanted Euleos to take down Zui here. Let's change to sweltering. Our favorite. Yeah, that's all I really care about. Everyone else, get out of Euleos' way. Euleos deserves the kill. And maybe in other games you do get more experience taking down things like heroes and lords, so it's always good to have your heroes and lords specifically go hunt them down. There we go. And then we'll end the battle. Decisive victory. Yes. That's how they're going to be till we meet Karunta. And while this loads up, I'm going to run up and go grab me some more coffee and be right back.
Could it be any other way?
Alright, welcome back. Let's do it. So Zui of the Merman was slaughtered and battered up and fried. We shall raise the settlement, getting us some food, stone, wood, bronze, gold, and all sorts of other good stuff.
We did
Burn
start
it.
the fire. I feel it.
We
Burn
did
it.
start the fire. And now that we have raised that, though, we can't move on. So actually, I think you would probably want to sack that settlement. If you want to do any kind of...
You will
Yeah, 'cause
get
you
your
can't do
fill
any
with
recruiting.
me.
So, you know, I would sack that first settlement there on your very first turn, and then... Because you're still working with the same troops, which is not great. Alright, so here we can go for Battle loot, replenishment, labor growth. Ooh. So what do we get when we hit these things, these other titles here? I mean, we may even just go... Well, the first blink is more labor growth. I do want that. Ammunition for every nomad outpost in your faction. I'm sorry. You know what you know what we're gonna do. Take aim for bodyguards, so we need Yoleos to have a bow. I don't think you can get a javelin as a weapon. I've never seen it, but... Maybe the Sheridan. Hero of the People gives us Inspire for native units. Gross. Champion of Laroon. Ferocious Charge, or Furious Charge, rather, for Sheridan. Inflict morale penalty, flanking penalties to enemy units when charging them from the front. Yoink. Extra movement, extra charge bonus. That's what we need. Alright, Yoleos. Guess we're stuck here for the turn.
Sun beckons me to him.
Your brother, the sun. I said we'll ignore diplomacy. Maybe not with... Oh, yeah, we haven't met either of the sea peoples yet. Well, the only diplomacy we will do is with the sea peoples, because we could possibly confederate with Boetes and actually bring in one of the other unique generals, which is the great big Peliset man. The teddy bear from the Peliset. I don't think there's anything else we need to do for this turn. It's just Yoleos and our war spoils. So we do want to find the closest food. Oh, it's over here in the islands. So what's nearby here in Tarsus then? We're taking down Kienda, we get camp laborers, 10 of them. And then Tarsus is giving us gather supplies. We have more movement, more resources from raise, upkeep production, and replenishment. So I'm thinking we want to go after Kienda first. Get those laborers, and then move over to go after Tarsus. And that'll boost us to go hit Korunta. So Korunta's our first main target, and then we're going to go after the Hittite Great King. We'll burn the Hittite kingdoms to the ground, and then move on to Babylon. Or I guess Assyria first, and then Babylon.
The horizon is a step away.
Oh, sad. I wish we could recruit another unit, but that is not the way. Always have frame issues on the intern. Without fail.
What more can I do?
Oh, another
Follow me
rank
to
up.
the end.
Follow me to the end. We'll hit level 5 here with our Ardor. Shipmaster, Horde unit upkeep. Strong vigor for all units. Good grief.
Witness me.
So can we reach Tarsus or Kiedna? Huh. 6 people defending here, so let's head over that way.
It is I. Isul guides us.
Also like to set up for a turn and do some recruiting. Because we have to
Let's
camp
rest and have fun.
Let's rest and have fun. So I do want more troops.
We will do whatever we want.
We will do whatever we want.
Does anyone
So-
else like fire?
Like sharp flying sticks. These guys aren't nearly as effective. 44 damage, 24 damage. The lethality, though, is likely 50%. No, it's been dropped a little bit. 35%. Still pretty nasty. How much is it for our Harpooneers? 30%, so it's a little bit less. Okay, so I'm going to grab 1 Javelin, and then I'm going to grab 2 recruits.
All
Or just
soldiers,
some
all
numbers.
mine.
We do need some chaff for our men to be able to charge into. Horde upgrades here at Yoleos, of course. We've got our
Yoleos,
buildings.
Brother to the sun.
And so we've got our camp laborers, which is our growth here. And actually, as you gain more, we'll get more post-battle loot, but less happiness. Does happiness matter in your camp? I don't think so. Horde effects, 4 to 6 units is the labor cost. Rating income, leader's privilege. Sure. Oh, it's one of the bundles. Yeah, these things I'm not the biggest fan of for Pharaoh, where you start off with like a bundle of resources, and you have to realize that these are going away. So this 250 positive is not actually 250 positive. As you can see, we're gaining 350 from people's support, 350 from the inner circle support, and 300 from our administrative support, which is something I wish was not a thing. Just give people a stable economy to start. You don't have to have a temporarily stable economy. That seems kind of strange. Okay, cool. So we can upgrade to the next tier, Tribal Assembly. It drops our upkeep, gives us more laborer growth. I think that's probably the one we'll go for to start. It costs us some gold. Let's check everything else here real quick. Combat drills clearing is for the next tier of Axemen. Yeah, the one we were already using, they're not bad. Spoil stores gives us more melee attack and a post-battle loot. And then a higher chance of gaining ancillaries. That's pretty nice. What other building options do we have here? So morale and recruit rank. Trailblazers Lodge, even though we don't get chariots. Movement range and line of sight. Quartermaster's Yard is ammunition. 30% more. This stacking with all those other ammunition bonuses would be pretty crazy. The Hunting Bivouac is upkeep production and experience gain. Infirmary for replenishment and laborer growth. Of course, that's our melee lads, that's our spear lads, and that's the... Oh, we have a specific building for archers. 56 missile damage? 56 and 50% lethality. We need some Sheridan ambushers immediately. And that goes up to the Sheridan bowmen, which are 170 range. So for elite bowmen, they actually have pretty low range. We have sulfur tip shot though, so drops morale by 10. That's incredible. Sure enough, and then we get the Harpooneers camp. You have to have the tier 5 building to actually get more Harpooneers. Interesting. A wooden horse. Siege battle can be started without the need of siege equipment. In battle, the settlement's gates will be destroyed. Okay. And then the Sheridan High Council. 1 per faction. Ranged lethality faction wide. That's why you're only allowed out of one of them. That makes a whole lot of sense. Okay, well let's start off then going... I kind of want to throw the tribal. We'll go for the tribal gathering start. And then also the Idol of Isul. Melee attack upon recruiting, morale minus 10% for enemies, and then more laborer growth. Yeah, perfect.
Burn first, questions later.
Oh, do we not have any more growth for the other? I mean, if I have to choose, I'm going to choose the upgrade to our tribal assembly first, so. More movement, food, wood, and workforce growth faction-wide, because it's summer. Fantastic. Got our units coming on in.
In the flesh.
Let's go give people another axe to the side of the head. Yidna, my good friends. Here on Pharaoh, though, I think you can complete. So they changed it on Warhammer for if Khornate factions or I think Beastmen factions raise settlements, they become uncolonizable by anyone for a few turns. That's not the case here. If someone wants to come back over and get Adana back, they absolutely can. Oh, Marianne's already gone. That's one of the 2 bronze-producing factions over here on this island, which I think I mistakenly said was Crete. It definitely isn't.
Fanning the flames.
Oh, can we finally get access to our local deities? Awesome. So here's Isul, the brother to Yoleos. He's an angry-looking lad, isn't he? Each morning, radiant Isul pulls fire out of the distant earthly waters. Each night he douses it in encroaching waters of the sky. His journey never ends, and neither do those of his followers. Some rage in its utility, others find rest in the realization. The former burn, the latter glow. Hey, Lamparty, good to see you. Back from the gym, and how good food better to do it. How are you doing? Can't complain. Going back to some Pharaoh for some vengeance. How are you after the gym? What are you snacking on? You missed Gray tried to steal my chicken sandwich from earlier. More melee attack upon recruitment, morale drop for enemies, laborer growth. How do we pray? Oh, and a tribal outpost. Ooh, okay, that may be the way we are able to get in an idle slot without having to get any settlements. Damage resistance against missiles plus 12% for the first tier. 18% second tier. Third tier is 25% missile resistance. And I don't know what the hunt stance is, but it sounds amazing. Turn us into the Skaven. The Skaven and Scarbrand combined. If we devote a general, we'll get drop enemy speed, gain more melee attack, and more melee damage for everyone. Sounds good. For the other Sea People's gods, we have... You aren't locked into the Sea Peoples. You can worship any of the gods, but you only can if you claim the lands that they belong to. Of course, Aphrodite is the goat. We've got Alpanu, the Etruscan goddess of the underworld. Replenishment disabled. Okay, I mean, we're just gonna have all three of them. I don't see a reason not to. So the next one we'll want is the enemy can't retreat if attacked. Alright, fair enough. I'm cooked, snacking on some homemade sausages and some bread. That sounds fantastic.
The horizon is a step away.
Alright, Kidna.
There they are.
Show you what cooked people actually look like.
Isul, with your blessing.
Arla Wizzy. We've already fought one of these groups. I am curious to see settlement destruction is 0%. Huh. Yeah, let's see what an auto resolve does against an army this size. Low and high, let's see. An auto resolve in this can be a little bit funky. Right off with your head. His beard stayed. Oh, that's not bad at all. I mean, we lost a lot of our man, that's the kind of the way with these old historical games, isn't it? It gives your most elite warriors the smackening, and you're not as elites. The recruits that you brought in to take damage don't take as much. We will raise this one as well and burn it right to the ground.
To build, easy to tear down.
Exactly.
My brother would be proud.
What are we? An hour in? I'll show you the victory objectives now. So we are just gonna go for your conquest. We're setting our own goals, but how the victory conditions work in Pharaoh is you have points that you're building up through doing different things in the campaign map. So as you discover different things, you'll actually discover more feats to do, because you can't do all of them. You have to discover some objectives before you're able to actually progress them. And I think the second you do discover them, you do start progressing them, but you can't see them all from the start. So from the start here, we have Rampage in Hati Lands, which is take down Tarsus. Once we burn all these to the ground, we'll get ourselves a golden scarab of a good boy ship, and a little bit progress towards our minor victory. But we just have to burn everything to the ground. That's pretty much Hecleas' entire campaign. You guys don't deserve anything. I'm going to make sure of it. We got ourselves some sandals. Extra movement restored after a prayer. That's not amazing, but I'll take it. Let's go ahead and move the fortitude up now to level 5 so we get even more laborer growth for this army. I was hoping we could try to still build stuff even when not in camp, but you see how fast we got those laborers up? Burning Kidna, though, gave us 10, so that's part of the reason. But we did get 2 in a single turn, which is nice. We'll move back through Adana and pick up this outpost, that way we can turn them all into Niragi towers. The turns after they added in the Troy and
the world is good,
Mesopotamian factions is a lot longer than it used to be. This used to be a really, really short intern. It has changed yet a bit. Almost reached Sriracha up there, which would be great. Can we make it to the outpost site? We can, so we'll go ahead and can we do that in camp stance?
Time for drums and wine. Eyes open always.
Go claim this one and we'll swap back to in-camp, build up some more buildings, and grab some more troops. We still can't go for the Niragi until... Oh, we can this turn, actually. So we cannot live in hostile territory for long without places to call our own. I do not say we have to settle, but we do need locations where we can rest and resupply. Keep our forces, our foes at bay. We start building tomorrow. This gives us the tribal outpost option, and we can capture foreign outpost sites and turn them into a tribal outpost in any region, regardless if we own them or not. so the only ones we're allowed to do are the Naragi Towers. I guess that makes sense. So these cost us 200 stone to build up. And give us some food. Glorious. Yes, absolutely. Here with your
Burn
Leos.
first, questions later. Let's rest and
Drop
have
into
fun.
a camp stance. I will probably drop off some recruits here to
Let's
hold the line.
do bad things together.
Let's do bad things together.
You will get your
We'll grab
fill
one
with
more
me.
javelin man,
We will do whatever we want.
2 swords, and then 1 more recruit.
Does anyone else like fire?
Replenishment in enemy territory. Path of the Sea Peoples. Let's go more replenishment, and then we'll come on down to fair workforce distribution. Just remember, did you fix the Twitch problems? Or if that was, if yeah, well, what was the problem? Oh, the Twitch problems. Was that the, what were we talking about? The, I was struggling with the bitrate issues. I think that's just my own nonsense. We came over here today because I felt like streaming some Pharaoh over on YouTube. But I fixed a lot of the original Twitch issues. I also kind of figured out why I don't quite have the bitrate to do Twitch and YouTube at the same time, because the Lady Wizard she works from home as well, so our internet's a bit stressed to do dual streaming. We'll have to choose either YouTuber or Twitch on whichever day I'm doing. Can I build one up down here too? Awesome. I mean, likely, if they have an army, they'll come destroy that.
Is a step away.
Just don't have the strongest internet just yet. One day we'll be able to upgrade. Ammunition, replenishment, labor growth is what we're going to want. Let's first, though, go ahead and grab the Idol of Isul. Drop enemy morale. What are we missing? Oh, it's the stone. Upkeep reduction. Recruit rate, morale, movement range, ammunition, recruitment cost. Let's go ahead and grab the Herb Gatherer's tent first, and let's see if we can afford anything else. No? So maybe we have to jump into some diplomacy. Yes, we can steal it from people too, but hey, Karunta, where are you at?
I will unite this land.
They say they don't care about stone. What do you want
were
for,
bold coming here, considering our
say,
past.
oh sure, say 500 stone. What do you want for it? That's not gonna work. How about we try a single bard? He doesn't want any food. Let's see if anyone wants any food early on. Usually they don't. You got it.
I fight for my brothers.
Oh, hang on now.
I will
This is
break
perfect.
one of your bones for every lie you tell.
Oh, sure. For how much food do you want? 200? I've got a little bit here. 500? How much do I need to give you? I want to give you over 1,000. 1,200 for one time.
All right.
Follow me to the end.
One time. Sure, an axeman. Or the hunter's gathering. Let's do lookouts gathering, and if we have just enough stone, I'll go for the hunter's one too. Ooh, we don't. Okay, so if we want to find some stone on the map using our war spoils. Tuwana. Okay, we'll smash through Tarsus, come up to Cybistra, then into Tuwana.
Yoleos, brother to the sun.
I think also we'll grab the trapping sites. So that drains our stone even more, but I think it's very worth it. And a turn. As far as stuff we've got working on the side, though, I've got... we will have a proper kind of overview for the dwarfish factions in the Divide and Conquer mod. And then we'll have a poll going up. Probably, I would like to have that go up by Friday for our Divide and Conquer campaign, whenever that does get started. Because that should be going here within the next couple weeks.
I feel it. Burning.
Make sure you destroy Kizuwanta. Gives us fishing nets. Oh, we get your ancillary each time. Just got a heart attack from the ad. Oh, dude, did it come on it with extreme volume? Apologies. Extra resources from sack and raiding, and then the bronze torches. Set the sea mountains aflame. Yep, maximum volume. Perfect. I have to switch up the audio for here. That way it's not so loud on the other. Happens? It does, but I can try to fix it up on my side too for the next time. I think we want the bronze torches here. We need a razor sack, Tuwana, Ubishna, Elinderis, and then Sibistra in how many turns? I don't know. What I do know, though, is that 50% income from raising is perfect. Adulessa has been born, a healthy baby girl.
Well, why not?
No, there's no prosperity.
Burn
Hecleas,
first,
you know what time it is.
Questions later.
More battle loot, more replenishment, and more labor growth.
A flame in the flesh.
So we move down to... it's going to take us a turn for this to build, otherwise we can rush it, smear some gold on it, and it builds immediately, kind of like the Omnigel from Dead Space.
The
Or
horizon
no, not
is
Dead
a
Space,
step
that's
away.
Mass Effect. So we can't reach Tarsus. What we can do, though, is drop into an ambush
Keep quiet.
and be sneaky over here. 70% chance in the woods. Yeah. We'll hide over here in the woods and see what
The horizon beckons.
the people of Tarsus are up to. There they are. We've found them. Although recruiting more troops was probably the better call here, if I'm being real. Can we switch back? No. So we are stuck here in an ambush. It's in the turn. Oh, it is a little bit strange that, like, the main Egyptian character, the main Egyptian factions, for the most part, have their name under it. But even Babylon and stuff, it just says Babylon. Interesting UI choice. The thing I'm looking to do is figuring out a proper kind of free program to stream from the PlayStation 5, because me and the Lady Wizard picked up Civ 7. I don't feel like buying Civ 7 twice. Oy. So we're already starting the hole up in one settlement. That's fine. What we should do then is drop into an encamp stand, see how far these guys can move.
I am busy.
Oh, because they're in
right
camp, we
now.
can't see. That's
Are you
unfortunate.
lost? I would advise against it.
All the way back to Adana.
My brother watches.
My brother watches. I don't know if bridge battles are the same. It's been so long since I played. I want to come up to the bridge and force them to face us there. The problem is that numbers do count kind of in the early game here, so we need to build up a little bit more before we fight too much of an overwhelming odds.
All soldiers.
So go
all
one more
mine.
set. Oh, we could recruit so many now. So yeah, two more javelins.
Let's do bad things together.
Let's do bad things together.
You will get your fill with me.
Want to recruit one
We will
swordman.
do whatever we want.
So we shall.
Follow me to
Recruit
the
up
end.
more? We can. Okay, so before we do this then, I drop these guys off here. Exchange the units.
Onwards, forever.
Oh, we can't
Men,
quite reach.
follow me.
And you can pray to Eastwool just at the Nuragi Towers. It's good to see.
Does anyone else like fire?
So let's go 2 javelins.
All soldiers, all mine.
Thanks, because I want to put these guys in the towers before we leave.
Let's do
may not have an
bad
option.
things together.
Let's do bad things together. Niragi Fortress. What's the difference? Extra recruitment slot, double the morale, and then 20 more food. Fair enough. And now we have Hecleas' commands. Tell your armies to wait till the perfect weather before they strike. For 5 turns, it increases chances by 50% for sweltering weather to occur and makes your units immune to its effects. Additionally, your army use, as we'll call it, in settlement destruction during sieges. And if you don't use it, you increase your war spoils level by 1. This is how you get up to your 6th tier. It's only for Hecleas. Make them suffer. So only if we don't use it. Fair enough, we're going to try not to. And a turn. What says you, Tarsus? If we're not playing the Sheridan, though, Almond Mess was always... What is going on here? Oh, is Alicia? They're heading on over to settle Adana. With a stack and a half. I'm going to shut off the camera just for a quick moment. Alright. Turn is again ours. And this makes it a little bit interesting. So what we're gonna do is actually
Hecleas, brother to the sun.
have Hecleas pray here.
In your name, our enemies are ash.
Exactly. And then we will drop into an ambush
We shall
stance
be subtle.
right outside. The enemy does tend to like try to beeline right towards your outposts, no matter which kind they are. They may come towards the north one, and then we'll have to just chase them down. But we'll hide out, hang out for one more turn, draw them out of position, and then we'll go mess them up. Ambush chance faction wide. Experience gain per turn. Let's go ahead and grab the Pharaoh workforce distribution, and we'll move up here towards the refined bribery. We are true children of the seas. We have never faltered in our journeys. We have never slain our dreams. Our spirits shall never break. That's why our enemies are so terrified of us. They can't comprehend that we strive for something greater than any of us. Even as we fall on the battlefield, our names live on in the shared memory of the world. Yes, we remember all of your sea people names. Every last one of them. Oh, wait. Here they... And hang on, this is from Bay's faction. Everyone's going up to try to settle Adana.
War is no stranger to me.
Okay. Fair enough. Bring it on in. Did they hit our outpost on the way through? That doesn't seem allowed. We'll find out soon. They're just all in one spot. They didn't feel like settling the What is going on here? So our ambush was successful.
Everyone's so complacent.
However, they definitely knew our army was down here. I mean, I don't mind. Let's go ahead and move up and
Good job.
found me. Good job.
Never back down.
I'm gonna have to take down the forces of Alicia here.
I can't
They're gonna be
play all
exhausted from being in march stance. They're gonna start tired, can't recruit, and they can't run away.
Burn first, questions later.
Upkeep reduction. Is this the one that gives us replenishment? No, it's more influence. In that case, we are going to work towards Spire for native units or Champion of Laroon. That's the one.
Here I am.
Who else is going to help out? Are you serious? Oh, it was the, yes, absolutely, it's the merman. Well, that's fine.
Excitement ahead.
Let's go put them down. Really? Ah. Well, that makes things spicy. That is a lot of Canaanite sellswords. I love that all the enemy factions are stacking up together. That's fun.
Just moving slightly back.
Yeah, just slightly. We're gonna go to an ambush because
For
none of the
once,
Naragi towers
we
really
keep
matter to
quiet.
us that much. And we'll come over to
Always ahead.
this bridge here. You guys want to be? Play sketchy? I can play sketchy too. Let's come over here after Tarsus the next turn. We'll have to build up some siege equipment, won't we? We'll see what they do. We have to play a little bit cagey because everyone else is too. Did my cam just die? No, I turned it off. Thanks for reminding me though. I meant to turn it back on, but I didn't. Just the blob of AI factions. Oh, your army was spotted before we got to ambush. Why was he going back this way though? Can anyone riddle me that? And the AI obviously knows where your army is. Okay, well the sellswords are always pretty dangerous. They got 29 attack, 41 defense, and they throw javelins before they fight. Fairly high lethality too. That's sadly always the case. The enemies working together even if themselves are fighting against one another. Yeah, no, so one of the things I've realized over the years is that the AI factions are all the same AI player. So we're still gonna try it. I'm happy to quick save though. This terrain is in our favor. If we can get them bogged in up here, or possibly between here if we can move up faster. We'll see how they deploy. Our ambush failed. But basically, it seems like every AI faction is all played by the same AI. So even if they're on they're an ally or they're on your side, it's all being piloted by the same AI, making the same decisions. So it feels like they make decisions that are just the cheesiest possible at every opportunity. So if, in this game, if you have an ally and you're attacking a settlement, and you have an allied army nearby, they will 100% of the time leave you to your own devices. They will never stand and fight. But when it's an AI faction, they are very happy. We'll deploy... we'll wait. We want sweltering weather. Or not. We're gonna storm into a thunderstorm. That's lovely. But they'll stick in and fight with one another. It's quite sad. That's why every time I do hear them say they're going to update the combat AI or either the campaign AI or the battle AI, it's always a little bit of a concern because they didn't. While there was always an AI bias, it feels like it has only intensified. Or a player bias, it seems like it's only intensified. Oh no, it lied to us about which side of the battlefield we were on too. This game's strange. Although this side I'd say is even more defensible, so they attacked us. You can try to draw them through the mud. Where do we want to attack from here? Can't really give them the high ground. I think we might want to try to draw them all through the mud, keep them bogged down on this side. If they want to come around, we can easily stop that too. So let's go recruits up front. They are going to die in droves.
Men, get in line! Proceeding!
As sure as the tide.
Sure as the tide.
Assume battle position. Let's do this.
I'm actually gonna have Nuragi
Please the guard.
warriors in front or behind. I'm not sure if the Colony stance will keep them protected from javelins. It is how much missile block? 15 additional, and they have how good of shields? 75%. So that takes up to probably 85%. That includes javelins. So that seems like that's pretty useful.
And battle.
Axemen!
Sure as the tide.
I hope one day they can figure out a way to design the AI where it's not just using cheese against you to try to win.
Blood and battle. Axemen. The sea unites.
We need to limit their javelins quite a bit. We've got our own. This guy's gonna be Bologna stance. We'll have 2 swordsmen in here. Axe is a little bit further wide. Our own looters are gonna have a difficulty really being used. Because against javelins, they just get killed so quickly.
We will do so.
We will do so.
Let's do this. Without doubt. No one can break us. Fight for glory.
I want the harpoons and other javelin could have all in one spot.
Warriors of the tides. Assure us the tide.
Then we've got a bunch more swordsmen and then these axe lads.
Axemen.
Axe lads over here.
Remove these fleas and lies. Swordsmen.
So one set of swords over here, and then the other 2 can just kind of be in position, waiting to go
No one
where they're needed.
Swordsmen. I will burn their ships.
Alright, cool. Let's do guard mode for you 2. Shift G in this game. Then guard mode for all of you as well. Alright, will we win? I'm not sure. Let's do our best. We can't see them at all. They can't see us at all, so we'll have to wait for them to advance.
Just don't drip when we charge, okay?
They just don't drip when we charge. Gross. What is game? So I can't do the alt combo here. What on earth? It's pulling up something with the window. Huh. Sure. Can see quite a ways. I just don't know if they're advancing towards us. You can see all the way across here. If they're just posting up, it's gonna make this battle a nightmare. No way. They're really just gonna wait on us? That looks to be the case. Oh, come on. Like, we clearly have the advantage in the number of javelin we have, so we're not moving. Really? That is awful. There are things we can do. Come around this way, we're not going to have as many options to hide, but we can kind of move through the grass the entire time. Alright, let's form up. Since the faction's going to play like that, and I can't hit spacebar while I'm game. That's all sorts of dumb. I use space to tell where my guys are going. This is the only version of the game that seems to have issues with it, too. Clouds on over, we'll have the harpoons, stay in the back. But because they have more of them than we do.
Start marching. On our way.
Alright, everyone, form up.
Steel yourself for battle, men.
Yeah, unfortunately, this is just gonna be how the way it is. So you lot, let's move over to here. Walking. Look at the rest of the squad that isn't them, so it's easier for me to grab them. full squad in. Since our opponents are going to be cowards. Let's move up to Z's position. Walking. Now we'll find if we've got an ambush set up. It is unfortunate that they are programmed in corner camp. I won't lie, it's unfortunate. Alright lads, get moving. Faster. For all the cool terrain stuff, you don't really get to use any of it, because the guys are going to go post up on the tallest hill they can find. Oh, there they are. There's at least one of them. Are they advancing on us? So they were still in march stance. I'm not sure what the was up to. They didn't turn. I think they were just trying to lure us out. So they're gonna move now. They were waiting until we got up, until we decided to move forward. And the units are blinking in and out of existence. I do love when that happens. Who's blowing the battle horn? We're nowhere near. Good news is that most javelins are in. They do tend to be in skirmish mode, so once we get them into the back line, the 3 chargers, we should just be able to kind of chase a lot of them off. Of course, it may not work exactly how we want, but they're just kind of hiding here. That way they can pull back into the forest, and they have the hill. Be a tough one for us to break. This here, take the trees ourselves, then we can have our own javelin flank. We're just gonna have to take a heap of damage off that initial.
Warriors on the dice!
We're see how much their melee stats have been dropped by the being tired, but it doesn't seem like it's that much. And our guys are exhausted. We're gonna be equal tired by the time we get over there. Ooh, I despise this.
Move forward!
Alright, lads. I don't know anymore how the responds on Pharaoh, but last time I played with it, normally they scout with 1 unit and camp the rest. You have to pepper them with bows or stuff to get them to move. I do remember that was the case. And now it's thunderstorming. It looks like they're just trying to hide from us, which is one of the other things the Pharaoh AI does. Even on normal difficulty, they'll just try to hide. All right, so they're thankfully their morale is already really bad. They're trying to draw us out so they can actually surround us on this side. Lonely stands too.
On our way! March onward! Move forward!
I've heard they are used to dying.
I heard they're used to dying. I don't know how they're able to hide all their units. That's the real surprise here. How could we see these dudes and no one else?
Warriors, march!
So you get on the other side. And these ones are going away, huh? Yeah, line of sight here doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Then... better than everyone.
March onward! Move forward! We're invincible! Reef sharp!
I don't know about all that.
Sure is the time!
We are invincible.
March onward! On our way!
So they've got a unit back here.
Warrior march!
I don't know, they're just looks like you're saying they're just camping up on the hill. So we kind of have no choice but to take some damage, don't we? Alright, I say we strike one side. Mark this colony in. Just kind of keep skirting the outsides of their army. We'll just charge these three to smash this Canaanite sellsword group. Really need to tell like what these guys are, so we have to kind of be engaging since that's what they're up to. Sneaky, sneaky boys, and they keep trying to look at them. Stop hiding. You're showing the good people why I quit Pharaoh. It was less because it was too difficult, more just because you have to deal with this every single campaign. They're cagey and medieval too, but this is far worse.
Start marching!
Doesn't make any sense.
On our way!
Well, that means we're just gonna attack this like, isolated group. They're being stuck by their own folly.
March onward! Move forward!
Better echo indeed.
Take you! Start
Move up to about here.
After the storm comes a new era!
After the storm lets up, it's never going to. So, I'm gonna take these guys out of this group. So I can more easily remove everyone that's not the spears. Well, that's fine. I'll let you think you're flanking me.
Warriors march! Time for exercise!
Time for exercise.
March onward!
Your hidden units stand revealed.
Move forward! Warriors march!
Bring them in.
Marching! On our way!
Have this Kiloni group come up. Destroy who you can.
On our way! March onward! I'll strangle you!
I'll strangle you.
Winds guide us! Swordsman! Meet your maker!
Brutes, get in there. Base boys, come out and show off that you're here.
Your foes' hidden units stand revealed.
So they do.
Great position! Dragon!
Get in there, boys.
Move forward! Spearmen!
We're definitely winning the initial brawl. Axemen, get in there. Looters, get in there and crush them.
I'll strangle you!
I'll strangle you. Where are my elite axemen? Get them in dread stance so we can get that terror circulating.
Race and storms! Warriors
And now they're wasting so many javelins. I am absolutely here for it. Oh, we've completely crushed this flank. Keep moving, lads.
face the fury!
Let these Nuragi warriors go back. Bladesmen crash in here.
Blood and battle! Sink them like
Your hidden
Javelins
units
go.
stand revealed.
forward and away!
Yeah, we're obliterating them in the woods. Perfect. The blob fight absolutely going our way.
Cleave them! Riptide take you!
Believe them indeed.
Perish! Fight for glory!
Bring the club guys actually into here and into eviscerate them. You recruits chase off guys so that they don't come in and deal with the rest of our troops.
Lightning spear! No one
Our swordsmen here aren't having the best time, but they're having an even worse time because everyone's getting hit with javelins
One of your
and
units has
harpoons.
depleted their ammunition.
Yep, they're gone. Give them a charge.
deadly aim!
And then you three move up to the next group. Oh yeah, we turn this one around.
Blink them out! I'll strangle you!
Brutes keep charging through. Bonk boys move.
Ain't got them! We're invincible! Drown in blood! The sea unites us!
Alright, their lord is gone, but should break the rest of their faction really quickly.
Got them!
Beautiful. Thank goodness for
Your
morale.
general is under attack.
Bye, friendlies.
Swordsmen! For the sea gods!
Can't get overextended though. To make sure we're breaking units that are in the way and staying compact ourselves.
Victory is within your grasp.
Swordsmen!
It is, but if any of these guys turn around, we are
Axemen!
going to be in a little bit of trouble. Oh, there it is. Just in time. It's one of those where it's like the Skaven, where if you start pursuing them and they get far enough away. We lost almost no one in the fighting. Doesn't mean we're out of danger though.
Start marching! We cannot be defeated! Blood and battle! Bring that
Take down who you can.
sea javelins!
Anyone who was in guard mode, go ahead and get out. Need you to pursue.
Axemen!
The enemy general has perished.
That's right.
Murder!
Murder.
Drown in blood! Cross spears down! I'll strangle you!
Alright, lads, get strangling. Get these guys a group, and we can
One
lock
of your
them and charge
units
them forward.
has depleted their ammunition.
Let's see how many you guys manage to capture. Come on, Hecleas, get in there. Yes, you're tired, but we need to capture all of the enemies. We don't have the chariots, we do have to make really good use of our speedy lads here. Just barely didn't catch them. One sellsword left there. Two there. Well done, Hecleas. Lows. Yeah, so you do usually have to pepper them, but if they're in a defensive position like that, you can oblique order. So you just try to hit one of the sides of their line at kind of an angle, and it'll limit the amount of their guys that can fight you. We need more of our Nuragi warriors, though. I'd say I want a group of probably 4 or 5 of them to be our front line that is just almost unstoppable to get through. The ultimate anvil. Well, Yakarum. Oh, the old nut punch. Weakness. Alright, we will probably need to just go ahead and take them on. 7% replenishment? Yeah, absolutely. Let them live. I think stealing the war equipment is the execution. The execution option. Alright, that army is gone. Likely will surround and attack here. Look at that. They came over to fight us together. You cowards. They've got a double up set of lots of slings here. So much more range, and the Luwian swordsmen don't have javelins. Oh, this seems easier than the last one. What's the map like? A nice choke point here. or over here if it depends if it's actually lying to us and we're the red. Onward to the battlefield. Oh, hang on, false attack. I don't want a morale penalty, no thanks. I think the Babylonian Horse Archer is one of my favorite units. They should be a silver tier. Or is it the Babylonians or the Assyrians that have the Horse Archers? I think the Assyrian Horse Archers are in the gold tier. Babylonians have them too? I thought that was just an Assyrian unit. Either way, they are fantastic. All of the Horseman unit, even though Cavalry isn't definitely not around at this time yet, the Horseman units are pretty great. They basically have them as, oh, they're very lightly armored and they don't have a lot of equipment. If you remember, oh, they probably do have them as well. I know the Assyrians do, but also the Babylonians. This sounds incredible. So the Babylonians have really powerful chariots. Alright, so let's get our lads set up in their units.
Proceeding.
Froggy warriors are always up front. We'll have the Sheridan recruits behind them.
Axemen! Easily done.
Easily done. Don't want to extend our line too much further than this, though. So I'll kind of do a manipular deployment.
Aye, on it. As sure as the tide, without doubt. We will do so.
In the center. I don't know if I want the weakest Sheridan swordsman unit there.
Sure as the tide.
We just don't have a lot of others, do we? Oh, these guys work. And then you can be kind of reinforcements behind them. Put our 3 Raider Mace boys off on the side. And what else? Actually, let's do one of them on this flank. And then our javelins. Javelins and Papa Yaleos. They have slings, and a lot of them. We want to keep our javelins back till it's time. It's like it is time. Javelins move in, and they wreak absolute havoc. Alright, do it. We want to use our light units to locate the enemies and get into good position quickly. Good positions quickly. This high ground here is likely where they're gonna pull their slings, so then we fall back and force them to chase us. Let's have my Niragi warriors up front in Peloni stance. Then everyone else is actually gonna fall back a bit. We also have this valley where we can sprint the javelin men up on either side and throw them down into the fray, which I think is going to be awesome if we manage to make it work.
We will fend these Hittites off with ease.
These guys aren't hidden. Get out of there.
March onwards.
They've got a good overwatch position so we can see everything that's going on here.
Fight for glory. Move forward. Wipe those pirates out. All of them.
Wipe those pirates out. My favorite unit in the entire game is the all of the Kushite bowmen. All of them. Pretty much the entire Kushite faction. Because even their swordsmen, so our swordsmen are unique because they have javelins. Their swordsmen and clubmen are unique because they all have bows that shoot about 200 meters. They're all expert bowmen, and it's great. It's very much like playing a even more lightly armored version of the High Elves. So I guess more like well, they're not skirmishers, so it's not the Wood Elves. They are definitely like the High Elves, but with even better bows. they really all coming through the... Beautiful. Now we couldn't have asked for any better.
Axemen! Be sharp! Without doubt! Axemen! Warriors, march!
All right. We don't want them to come back over the hill. Although it looks like they are going to with a couple other guys, so let's bring them back into the trees and they can be that surprise bonk that no one's looking out for.
If you see something move, smack it.
If you see something move, smack it. Not sure where that guy came from, but it's not from where the rest of our shuriken are from.
Start marching! Warriors, march!
And then we rotate a bit.
That's the spot!
Call them back.
March onward!
I don't respect your style of gameplay, sir. I don't respect yours.
Lightning spears! Proceeding!
Alright, everyone.
The sea unites us!
We once again shall bravely retreat. Keep drawing them in.
Send the hailstorm!
Don't want to give up too much of the ground here because that's what they're going for, it looks like. So we'll pull back just a bit.
Start marching!
Alright, head out for another scout because I need to see if they have guys going around flanks again.
Start marching!
Alright, anyone that's not on the front lines, go ahead and once more fall back so we're not getting plugged with all those rocks.
On the way!
Yeah, they are still sitting guys at the top. Alright, come back.
Onwards! Swing and loose! Deadly aim!
Keep weathering the shot. But if we're to talk about the Shuriken, I absolutely adore the Niragi warriors and their seasoned compatriots, which are even stronger. Almost time.
Glory!
Let fly.
Her spears! Cut him, goddamn! Drown in blood! Face the
Your
fury!
hidden units stand revealed.
Karen got them! Riptide, take you! March onward!
Riptide, take you.
Swordsman! Reef sharp! Start marching!
We'll have them charge straight down the middle.
Blood and battle!
Boons, do your thing. We'll have these guys go up and bother Shapuza.
Our destination awaits!
Well, that's a lot of guys. Alright, bring the recruits up to about here.
Move forward! No one can break
See if we have the numbers. Club boys, get in there. Lads need a good bonk.
Warriors of the Tides!
Your general is under attack.
Swordsman! Perish! Blood and battle! For the sea gods! Start marching!
A very limited amount of time here to catch them.
I'll strangle you! Cut and gut!
Like that. Get them.
Ready spears!
Joleos, get in there.
Yes!
Where are my elite axes? Go ahead and get them advancing using terror.
Warriors, advance! Move with the tide! Away, Anatolians! Fire and blood! Ready
Javelin looks like they are out of javelins, so
I'll
they're charging.
strangle you!
That's fine.
Blood
Broke
and
that unit
battle!
almost immediately. Charge for the next group.
Spears! Perish! Riptide, take you!
Big yikes. Alright, you guys
Your
hit
hidden
this group,
units stand
and you guys
revealed.
hit them.
Perish!
We are definitely losing men.
I am the
So
one.
are they. We can pretty much just watch the battle now. We have done as well as we get. All right, anyone who's in Kiloni stance. Out of Kiloni into the fray.
Lead them out!
One of your units has depleted their ammunition.
Without doubt!
Bonk boys have arrived.
Swordsman!
Yeah, that entire line got rolled there.
Strike hard!
Look at that.
Blink them
All right,
out!
boys, move up.
Fast and furious!
We got the entire sling line with our bonk lads. I'm getting out of here.
Face the fury! I'll strangle you! Bleed them out!
Bleed them out.
Deadly aim!
Other amazing thing about your seasoned harpooners is they can actually fire while moving, which is fantastic. A very rare ability. All right, looks like we're gonna roll this line. Once a couple of them start breaking, the rest follow. Run for your worthless lives.
This is not worth dying for! On our way!
No, it's definitely not.
Meet your maker!
Sea javelins! Warriors! Knives out!
Keep chucking your javelins this way. Joleos, go ahead and surround and destroy Shapuza here.
Let us start immediately!
And that's the win. Second their generals broke. That was it. Awesome. Yeah, again, we lost almost no one. That morale drop for Isul and for Joleos both is incredible.
Club! Axemen!
Swordsman!
Yep, get glubbing.
Lightning spear!
Keep throwing harpoons this way.
Meet your maker!
Victory!
Gotta be a little bit careful about chucking harpoons though.
Fight for glory!
We are the best! No doubt about it!
Alright, go ahead and bring you guys up.
Warriors, grip up!
Lock them and then just
Formation locked!
One of your
Everyone
units
attack forward.
has depleted their ammunition.
Glory to the sons of the sea!
perfectly. That's perfectly fine. It means we're gonna do less friendly fire damage.
I'll strangle you!
Strike hard!
Cut and gut them!
Alright, everyone, get back to strangling.
I take you!
They weren't in march stance, so we have to run them down, otherwise they'll retreat back to the settlement. And don't let these guys leave. Run them down. We've got some club lads in here. We'll send these guys this way. Where are me other clubs? You've already completed your journey, unfortunately, and these guys are also done chasing. Well, that's unfortunate. I don't think they can make it all the way over here before they escape. Someone still has some javelins left. Watch out there. There we go. Now you're gonna start to round some dudes up. Why it might not be a bad idea for us to take at least just one settlement so we can get some chariots in. We can even take the settlement, get the chariots, and then get rid of the settlement again.
The enemy general has perished.
Oh no! Whatever shall they do? 290 fall. Sheridan are incredible. Alright, I'm gonna take a really quick bathroom break and be right back. You see, that's the kill death ratio you want to see? Absolutely. Good grief. I mean, granted, they were absolutely tired, but shoot, we'll take it. Oh, look, a new head. Skulls for the Skull Throne. 400 kills on the Bonk Boys. Good grief. 1,800 damage caused as value. As gold value. I don't know if that's actually the case, because none of those guys cost gold. That's a bit of line dialogue that's actually left over from Warhammer. As gold value, I mean it's food value. Wrong game, exactly. I think we definitely need the replenishment. Golden bonk stick this time.
What more can I do?
Go blow up Tarsus, of course. We'll take out the fort first, because you don't want these guys coming in as reinforcements. It's a pain. Oh, a new child has been born, a healthy baby boy. Nufre. We also have discovered the Suck It faction, and... Suck it. And I gotta gain ourselves a common sword.
My brother, the sun, beckons me to
Brother, the sun. Yeah, since the large shield isn't actually slowing us down at all, Hecleas is fine to charge on in. 37 speed's pretty good. It looks like we're still generating this one. I'm not sure what kill captives counts as for Hecleas. 4 out titles, though. We'll keep working towards Order 8 to get us the Furious Charge. We can also pop in the Sea Ravager, because we've got enough signed title slots. More movement refunded after raising, and more income from raising, too. If anything, it's really going to be the False Retreat we get rid of for the time being. I do love that when you burn stuff, it just kind of breaks the... Yeah, it doesn't know what to do. They've got to come claim all the settlements, quick.
follow me to the end.
Follow me to the end.
Where now, cowards?
Where now, cowards? We could also recruit ourselves another general. I just don't know if we can afford ourselves another Horde general. Horde general, we gotta enunciate. I do not want to sit for a turn. It's just one lad. Yoink.
I came, I saw. Oh well.
Oh well. God, dude, Hecleas is the best. Alright, so we're heading over to... Yeah, we're just gonna hit Tarsus.
Blood and ashes.
We can get more from sacking and raising these, but
Walls are nothing to me.
let's hit Tarsus. They've got a couple of armored Hittite skirmishers, our first siege. Let's do some wall sapping. It's gonna take 2 turns, gross. Siege tower takes 1 turn. Figure out our way in here. Because ladders are... They make your guys exhausted on the way up. So like with Medieval, I kind of want to go at least 1 set of towers and then ladders too. Can we do 1 of each? No. No, and I don't want to be set up for too long, so let's just do a crazy escalade attack. Siege rams and escalade ladders. Hopefully that's all we need. You guys don't have enough javelins. Pretty good armor there. Armored Anatolian spears, and that's 75% missile block. That's pretty chunky. Storm Warriors and Overburden has higher penalties from sand, mud, and shallow water. Sounds bad for you guys. Alright, let's set up our siege.
I'm waiting.
You lot should surrender.
All soldiers, all mine.
And I recruit up. General, how much is that going to increase by? 300. Yuck, we'll get to that later. I don't feel like having another general. Forge your own path, choice available. So, path to power. Embrace a royal tradition to unlock court and aim to become the Pharaoh of Egypt, Great King of Hatti, Wanax of Aegea, or the Mesopotamian King of the Universe. Or, do your own thing. And grow your marauding might. That's what we're doing. Let's go ahead and stab the Pharaoh in the neck. Path of the Sea Peoples or Path of the Marauders. Find a new home for your people. A new home. We don't need a home. We need more loot. Demonstrate your superior might through absolute dominance. Gain eminence by defeating armies and raising settlements and use it to command in obedience from your lessers. Turn powerful enemies to your side on the battlefield and make spectacular demonstrations of prowess. Oh. Or utterly destroy settlements and obliterate their populations. Vanquish everyone and spare no one. Be the last man standing. Gather Imminence. You can gain Imminence by performing aggressive actions such as fighting battles, raiding, raising settlements, and outposts. Spend Imminence to make use of 3 powerful pre-battle and 1 post-battle option. Raise a settlement without a fight and turn its native population into an army under your control. Good grief. Hey, Tealbeard. Just popping in to say hi. Great to hear. Hope you're having a fantastic day, and hello to you as well. Bribe enemy troops and use them to fill the ranks of your army so you can do the Slanesh thing. Acquire significantly more resources as you raise a settlement to the ground and massacre its inhabitants, and then make your foes tremble at the sight of you in battle. Lastly, we'll choose our raiding targets carefully. Performing actions on larger settlements provides more benefits, but costs more imminence. Bribing more powerful and loyal soldiers costs more imminence. We'll probably just mostly bribe archers and things like that. Our path is the Hecleas path of burn everything to the ground. So that we can retain units or we can dominate. This list is empty. This list is also empty. We've got Glory Seekers. What is a Glory Seeker? Domination is a pre-battle option that allows you to turn the local population against their ruler. The natives will take up arms and raise their own settlement. And just burn your own houses down. You know you want to. It can only be used when attacking a settlement. Using domination will immediately raise and create an army consisting of native units. The general will not be able to gain experience, and you will not be able to change their equipment. In addition, it will not be able to recruit new units, so it is like a, it's a blood host, but it's even stronger than a blood host because you don't have to fight the army in the first place. Oh, here you go. Minor settlements cost 80 eminence, create a army of moderate strength. Major creates a full army with some elite units, and a cult center costs even more eminence and creates a full army with multiple elite units. So we really want to build this up. Hit a cult settlement and then just set off a domino effect of blood hosts. Cannot be used on capitals, can't be used if there's an army with more than 15 garrison. That makes sense. You can't just blow up a settlement with that has a full garrison. Anyways, I'll be off again. See you later, Tearbeard. Hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. Thanks for stopping by, appreciate it. Garrison armies with fewer than 15 units in the settlement will retreat to the border of the region. Also, the army still sticks around. Armies created by domination cannot use domination, and that makes sense. So any of your normal lords can. Pre-battle option that allows you to frighten and demoralize your foes before the battle begins. A good and cheap way to ensure victory or shift the balance of power in your favor. This is the King Richard, what he did to Saladin. He took all the people out of the city when they were trying to... They were what was it? Yeah, they're negotiating over the siege or the surrender of one of the cities, and Saladin was trying to play for time. So King Richard walked out with all of a bunch of civilians and showed him what axes feel like, which it's not great, but makes sense. Display of power costs 25 eminence and reduces the enemy army's morale and melee defense. Raise and exterminate gives us eminence and gives us a boost to replenishment and influence. Promise of Glory is a pre-battle option that allows you to bribe units. So after you bribe them, you can keep them. You can permanently recruit them into any armies by recruit. Yeah, that's awesome. So it's like the Slanesh. So these are all the different versions of things from Warhammer, but increasified. You can bribe no more than 25% of the enemy army. Awesome. Well, we got none of that yet. We got to build up some of our eminence, and you can only hold 200, so you are incentivized to spend it. Sounds good to me.
Excitement ahead.
Never played the Menelaus campaign, so kind of hyped to see what his path can do. That's true, it is just Menelaus. Or not Menelaus, but who is it? I know Menelaus does the same kind of thing, but it's still more for
Here they are.
Memnon. It's like Memnon's bit from Troy. If Bay's faction declares war on us, we might have an issue. But otherwise, we seem fine. Hecleas? Yes, Hecleas. Like, Menelaus could do it too if he wants. Him and his brother are very aggressive. You just read his name in the stream. I don't even think I put Hecleas down on the thing. I said we're ending the world of fishermen, which is exactly what we're doing. We're throwing harpoons at everyone. Oh. Okay, well this works for me. They're gonna come strike me outside the walls, so everyone's gonna face us together. I can just auto-resolve you clowns. Don't like medium casualties. We haven't even had medium casualties when we're outnumbered. All right then, to the field. It was in game. Ah. No, I had hoped, because like, I mean, I don't remember putting Hecleas, and knowing me, I would have the unlucky the unluckiness of spelling it incorrectly, like I did with Shupaliliuma. And that thing was spelled. I think I also spelled the Babylon wrong. I cry every time. How many units do we have coming out from here? I don't like this at all. As it's Hecleas. Yeah, no, I had read it. I had read it incorrectly several times. Oh, look at this map, though. Look at this. This is beautiful. It's too bad we have to burn it all to the ground. Do these towers actually play part in the battle? Oh, they do. We gotta stay away. Okay, here's what we're gonna do then. We're gonna strike from the woods. At least everything about it, the reinforcement bit is you have no real telling where they're coming from. So what we'll do is go one colony stance here. They come in weird on the map. We're in trouble. I've had a world deploy everyone over here. You can usually see by the trails, but there are no trails here. So they'll deploy somewhere along this line. The other Nuragi warriors guarding our fronts.
I will make a necklace of beards today.
Necklace of beards. I'm not sure if we're actually the night goblins. We might be the night goblins. These guys are, but I'm gonna have them flank around. At least that's the idea. Let's do one club guy over here, the other two in the woods back this way. Pray they don't get immediately flattened.
Our race will triumph on this day.
Only hope. Two recruits guarding up the lines here and here. So we've got this terrain we can use to our advantage. Yeah. A little like that. Bring these guys over. I don't like this at all. Yeah, we don't know I don't know which army this is, which is the concerning thing. Let's go. Oh, good grief, where did they come from? Did they not even reinforce?
Your hidden units stand revealed.
Oh, there they are. Everyone in.
Drown in blood! Release spears! Drown in blood!
Drown in blood.
Bleed them out! Warriors march!
Flank round wide. You guys stay here in Kiloni. Go Laos. Charge.
Swordsmen! Lead them out! Riptide, take you!
Riptide, take you. I respect throwing javelins where you can. I think a lot of those are hitting the trees, though. Base boys surround. Let's go ahead and have you guys. Yeah, he is. Let's go ahead and have you set up into hold.
Warriors, stand tall! See javelins! On our way!
See javelins, throw javelins.
For the sea gods! March onwards! Throw javelins! Who will face me?
Alright, let's try to stay behind these javelin here.
No one stand in my way.
That way we're not getting as much friendly fire coming our direction.
Deadly aim.
Get after him. These poor guys are gonna get speared on the way in.
On our way.
That's
Blood in
kind of
battle.
silly, boys. Fall back.
Start marching. Javelins away.
The axes just cut those Luwian swordsmen to bits.
Spears away.
Beautiful. Smash in there.
One of your units has depleted their ammunition.
Cut and gut them.
Got him, got him.
Easily done. Face the fury. Fight
Beautiful.
for glory.
Superior tactics are gonna win out once again. Chucking those harpoons in. Sandwich them between.
Warriors on the tides. Waves and storms.
Waves and
Lightning
storms.
spears.
Bring you guys around. Keep throwing your spears in.
Axemen.
Shrouded blood.
And that's that. Yeah, we need to put down as many of these guys as possible, though.
I'll strangle you.
Oh wait, they have a whole other army over here.
Think them like small.
Fair enough.
March onward.
On our way.
Fire and blood. Do you see the flames guide us?
Looks like our harpooniers are out of ammo, so we'll bring them over on this side. You guys, gee, I guess I missed the attack order. They ran just from seeing the bonk boys.
Fight for glory. Javelins now.
They're gone. This lord, who is also running for his worthless life.
Blood and battle.
Yeah, no, we've made it on back here with a vengeance.
The enemy general has perished.
Well done, Julius. Companion to Heracles.
One of your units has depleted their ammunition.
Get moving, boys. You're in guard mode. Cease to be. He's gonna escape, though. So at least one of their lads will run. About the rest of them here, they're gone. Love them too. Those maps are sexy. I agree. The maps from this game are all really well made. I think a lot of them are actually coming from Britannia or from Thrones of Britannia. I mean, and then Britannia, Thrones of Britannia, and Attila. Like I'm saying, I wish some of these maps would get ported over into Warhammer. They're incredible. They've got lots of terrain level changes. I know that they've got a lot of the probably hard-coded in like terrain values. You can get rid of the stuff like mud and yoink. Yeah. Awesome, mate. We lost 169. I think we are going to continue to take them on. We just like take out the things like mud and the extra tall grass and stuff. Ourselves another common medium shield, and ZD was slain in battle. Poor Pasta Man. Well, let's go ahead and Promise of Glory. Oh, you got a bunch of garbage. I don't need Promise of Glory. We will auto-resolve and get rid of the people of Tarsus. And once again, Anthem is no more.
Okay then.
We still lost a ton. So we go for Raise and Exterminate. We can't afford that option. Man, you'd be getting double all of the raise options. Wow, that's incredible. We'll just raise like normal.
We did start the fire. My brother, the sun,
We
beckons
did
me to
start the
him.
fire. And the fire's burning.
Blood and ashes.
Yep, tribal outpost we can barely afford.
The horizon is a step away.
Yeah, the fact that these Naragi outposts have no one in them means they will be taken over pretty quickly if we are to
Yoleos,
If you're gonna
brother to
leave.
the sun. Witness me.
Well, Euleos, witness me. Just need to drop back into a camp stance. We've got so many laborers already, we can get this up to a tribal council. And absolutely should. In fact, let's go ahead and get ourselves another general just so we can move around and actually start filling in the Naragi outposts with defenses. So who's going to have the most movement? This guy here, Petru. Welcome, Petru.
I fight for my brothers.
Oh, I
I
bet.
do what must be done to survive.
Oh, but he's also got horde buildings. Increases war spoils by +1. So we're up to that 6th tier. Very, very worth. Okay, so I do want more stone. Where can we go to get some more stone? That's still here in Tuwana.
Life is too peaceful for my tastes.
Isul, I hear you. Blades and torches ready.
I don't even mind going to a march
Gear up,
stance.
my friends.
We can't claim the outpost in a march stance, okay. We could still move on ahead to Sibistra here. But
Our
I
quest
just want
continues.
to activate this outpost and move on. Okay, so Euleos. Oh, we got ourselves a new follower, an Aegean consort. Extra relations with Aegean factions. We'll go ahead and remove this title and put in the Champion of Larun. Our glory shall be eternal and our triumph will become legend. Ferocious charge and 15% more post-battle loot. Oh yeah, outpost construction there at Tarsus. I don't think that's a bad idea.
This is messy.
We want as many of these things as we can. Now we can give him some equipment. I think you deserve no equipment to start. You'll have to earn your keep. Light sword and shield bodyguard to start. Sounds good. It's also good to see, as soon as the name changes, that means the... See Tarhuntasa over there? That means Karunta's dead. Unfortunate for them. They lost their unique lord. He wants wood. He'll give us food. Okay, sure. Is he just trying to keep us from blowing him up? I mean, it just cancels the deal, and we chop him in the neck. Works for me. No, the earth is an upheaval. So like we've been doing our job right.
Money and power.
I seek
That's it.
money. Power.
You work hard, or you leave.
It is I.
Work hard or you die is the actual
Eyes open always. Excitement ahead.
is the actual statement. I'll take down Ishtutasu. Display of power. Now we'll just wipe him out. Your demise, sir.
Easy enough. Onward.
Yeah, we'll keep taking them on so we
What
have
more can I
maximum
do?
growth.
Let's rest and have fun.
Didn't claim this one like I wanted to. That's okay. I want Euleos to
Isul
gain
guides us.
some more buildings too. Oh, we can get up to tier 5. Ah, we're missing some stone. Post-battle loot, more melee attack, and higher ancillary chance. I think we want to upgrade our idol of Isul. We'll do that first. And see if we can also afford any of the... Can't quite. But if we come on into diplomacy real fast.
History will remember me.
No one wants food.
I live to serve.
Born to do
Who doesn't care
battle.
about stone? Juana.
History will remember.
Oh, the people were about to invade.
I don't usually suffer fools, but I suppose I
I need
can hear you out.
500 stone. What will you...
If you
That we can do. In fact,
go
I can do
on
that
then.
probably one more
Speak.
time. 500 stone for...
If you
And then immediately declare war on them. We'll be there to take our things back soon, friends. Don't you worry.
Flame in the flesh. Here I am.
We're gonna keep working towards the level 10 bonus here that gives us the charge ability for our bodyguards, where we can give someone breakthrough charges, so they're not affected by any kind of charge defense, charge reflect, and the charge bonus double or duration is doubled. So instead of 10 seconds, you get 20. Pretty great. Alright, so while you're here doing some building, we now enough to upgrade the tribal gathering. But council. That sounds perfect. More income from raiding. How much would we need for the High Council of the Sheridan? Almost 400 gold and 1,500 stone, or 1,600 stone. Ammunition and recruitment cost reduction. Maybe. Here's what we'll do. Should have dropped the recruits off. Let's merge these guys together.
Follow me to the end.
Pick out the least elite. And replace
Does
them
anyone
with
else like fire?
some more swordsmen, simply because they
Get
have
your
javelins to
fill with
throw.
me.
They'll recruit on in, and we'll go destroy Sibistra. You're lying, Morgan. Oh, we can upgrade our other Nuragi up to the fortress. No, I think not. These are likely to go away, so we'll ignore that. Hethru has some ancillaries. I mean, that he does, but I don't care. He has to earn them. And then what else going on? Reminders. Oh, this guy can also upgrade. I don't want to spend anything on you at all. You were there just to fill up our Nuragi towers with units.
Who else? Peerless.
Who else? Alright, excellent. That'll be your turn. Also, it looks like Shupaliliuma's gone too. Because Hati has changed from his name. Uh-oh. Syria and Babylon, they don't tell you that one, but for any of the Egyptian and Egyptian, Canaanite, and Hittite factions, it'll let you know if the default faction leader's dead or not. Oh no.
War is a way of life.
Alright, Daniel. Bring it. You gonna come find me? We radiate. Won't be that hard. Extra labor growth and workforce growth if we have any buildings, which we don't. Hop into our royal decrees and... Where do we get our next god slot? One here. And the other one over here. That one is going to be one we don't go for to start. I want instead recruit rank. Oh, for any of our generals. Affinity with the forest or preparation against replies. We have to go this way to get into their god slot, which I think is going to be extremely useful for us. 25% charge bonus faction wide. Is that only in an ambush? Yeah, it looks like it. Extra campaign movement after we steal war equipment. There's all sorts of cool stuff. Yeah, what we will do then... Well, hang on now. Organized camp assembly. Maximum movement to get the horde encampment is dropped by 25% faction wide. Sold. Let's just move around a lot further. And still do some building.
Good job.
Found me. Good job. Yep, declare war. This will change your reliability. Oh no.
Isul, with your blessing.
We'll just sack it.
Interesting spot.
Side Bistra, are you a small settlement? You are, and so you are doomed.
Burn first, questions later. There they are.
Alright. Yeah, let's turn some other units. Promise of Glory. And we can just yoink away.
Bored. I need to raid something.
Calm yourself. I also just want to take the slings. Although against armor, I don't think they're going to be very useful. But we get both of them for sure. 42. And that's all we're going to be able to steal is one of these armored Hittite skirmishers? No, we'll take the 2 slings, and then one of these lads, the Asuan militia. And we can just kind of keep them in the back. Yoink. Join the dark side. Use Promise of Glory 3 times. Got that all at once. I still don't like that medium casualty bit. I think it's just highly valuing their armor, which, fair enough. Onward to the field. While that loads, I will once again go refill my coffee. Ooh, sweltering weather. Ploy. It's very hot now. Ooh, alright. Welcome back, everyone. We're gonna attack from here with the slings. Our new Asuan slingers. Welcome, lads. We're gonna use you as extreme expendable troops. How exciting. I think we want to attack from kind of 2 different sides here. They've got no towers, so we don't have to worry about any of that nonsense. figure out exactly what we have to work with here.
Warriors, this day shall be ours.
Truthfully, we can deploy like this and then just move on in where we want them. Let's do that. Let's go ahead and get all of our missile troops in guard mode. Shift P, I don't remember that one. And let it begin. Actually, do they have any reinforcements coming in from anywhere? Or is this just defensive guys? Nah, just defensive guys. Let's do it. Alright. What's the plan?
Clubs, start marching. Move forwards. Move forward.
Start marching.
Move forward. March on.
Go ahead and bring 3 swordsmen forward.
On our way. March onwards. Blood and
2
battle.
swordsmen this way.
Warriors march.
And then 2 swordsmen just kind of up this way.
Move forward.
Have everyone walk. We should be running in the sun.
Warriors of the Dynasties.
Sweltering weather is not full sprinting around
Fight
it.
for glory. Slow down.
Lightning spears. No one can break us.
No one can break us.
Warriors march. On our way.
On our way.
Alright, let's bring these lads around. Way wide. Alright, let's have these slingers here. Start launching their rocks towards the general.
Send the hail.
And you go help.
Between the eyes.
Baloney stands here. The AI is keyed. They are programmed to if they're gonna lose and they know they're gonna lose. A lot of times they will sally out to attack you.
Be sharp.
One set of recruits this way, the other up this other direction. You guys quite a bit closer, and then you two.
Hurry.
That general decided he needed to fall back. They lost 2 of his bodyguard already.
Spearmen.
Disgraceful.
Start marching.
Start marching.
On our way. Fight for glory. March onwards.
Alright, lads, we'll go ahead and have to just speed things up then. You guys on fire at will? Keep bothering Sumalaziti.
True.
Sumalaziti?
They don't stand a chance.
Sumalaziti.
Spearmen.
Swordsmen. Move forward.
Waves and storms.
Siege javelins. Our destination awaits.
Oh, you have to keep advancing, do you? Really? Surprising.
Me, men. Stones that fly. We are invincible. On our way.
Axemen.
Yeah, get those javelins flying. Sumalaziti is losing his troops so quickly.
Start marching.
March onwards.
So many javelins going flying his way. Let's bring these guys this way. Do the same thing. How's it
One
going,
of your units
Sumalaziti?
has depleted their ammunition.
Oh, it's not going well. I'm impressed that you decided to stay up front here. Bad ideas, that is.
Send the hailstorm.
Ready spears.
Give the business.
On our way. Move forwards.
For a second there, I thought your spears are golden tier. Oh yeah, no, not the spears, but definitely our harpooners, or harpooneers.
Move forward.
I mean, these spears might as well be gold tier.
Warriors march.
Alright, so we'll just go ahead and have these lads
We're
smash in after the
Swordsmen.
oh, they're coming out. Like I said, they think they're gonna lose, they will just charge out to you.
in hot his head. With me, man.
Your hidden units stand
Go
revealed.
run them over. Yep. Sumalaziti's dead as a doorstop. Battle-hardened Noragi warriors. And break that group immediately. We cannot win this! Go capture their zones. As for everyone else, we'll just let them advance and destroy them.
One of your units has depleted their ammunition.
Yeah, so they have. Start bothering this next general if you can. The javelin men back. Send in the swords. Axes, see if you can't get back into the armor Hittite spears.
Meet your maker.
You two, charge from this side.
Search for. Make for it.
Have the bonk boys move around this way. You guys get in there. Slings, go ahead and start eviscerating the armored javelins we can't reach.
Raider, champion, victor.
Harpooneers, I want you to do the same. Try to get the harpoons into anyone you can. Since it doesn't affect friendlies, you can just get the melee weakness and then have them move on. Are my axemen in here yet? I'm gonna charge them into the middle of it and we can have them do their terror-causing effect.
We're invincible. Would be nice to have some shade now. Axeman,
Would be nice to have some shade now.
Fire and blood.
Oh, hello there, armored Anatolian spears. I'm gonna say no to fighting you.
Start marching. Start marching.
Your general is under attack.
Oh, he'll be fine.
Move forwards.
He will be incredibly fine. Juleos loves to be under attack, unless those javelins get lucky.
who's their line? Spears away. To glory. Swordsman,
Try to push through.
ready spears.
Harpooneers, you do your thing without being in guard mode.
Victory is within your grasp.
Face the fury.
And blades are absolutely meant to break the defensive wall that is spearmen. Charge!
Me.
Leave them. No one can break us.
They attack while moving, so we can just have them to charge in. This group is getting... Yeah, I guess they're not doing too bad.
Riptide take you.
Sheridan swordsmen, thankfully, are very good at fighting. Let's have this unit fall back. And then I can draw these guys in while they're getting chopped up by the other
You
group.
will soon lay claim to the enemy's victory point.
Good Lordius.
Warriors march. I'll strangle you.
I'll strangle you.
Time for exercise.
Riptide.
Yep, give him a chase. Time for exercise. They're broken. Let's move into the next capture point. And like that, we win the battle.
Hey, wake up, comrade.
Hey, wait up. Ooh, ride their backs. They shall teach you to be fishers of men, but not in a good way. Well, that's tough.
The
Shouldn't
enemy
have
has
joined the
lost the
Hittites.
victory point.
And there's the win. Just as the guitar riff kicks in. $133 fall, that's way better than medium losses. And now we have ourselves access to some slingers. So we can do some poking at the lightly armored guys before they get in close. Or what I like to do with them is if the enemy is not advancing towards you, just send in some expendable slingers and throw rocks at the baddies. And that tends to at least lure 1 or 2 units towards you. Hit him with the almighty. Oh, you threw me off. Yeah! That's right.
Was that all?
Sapali and Subalazidi of the Pig Tribe have fallen. Ooh. Can't quite raise the exterminate, so we'll just raise like normal, getting us 2,000 food. Absolutely.
We did start the fire. My brother, the sun,
My
Beckons
brother.
me to him.
The sun. Go pick
Isul,
up a
with your
Nuragi
bless-
outpost here. Don't mind if I do, and then
Isul, I
move
hear
up hit
you.
this one too.
Blades and torches ready.
Raids and torches ready. So they still have this settlement down here. Taking that down is going to give us a vision over the entire realm. That's on our way towards Karunta. I do want to hit Tijuana here. Knock out this stone settlement, get a bunch of stone, and then we can move on through. Local deities, time to devote Yoleos to Isul.
You be nice to that god now.
You be nice to that god now. Especially if it's your brother, Yoleos. So 5% less speed for enemy armies in this region, 10% more attack, and then 5% more damage for all of our melee infantry for this whole army. We are in tier 2, so we have extra melee attack upon recruitment after, or as long as we have the idols, less morale by 15%, and then more morale for ourselves by 15.
Follow me to the end.
Wait a second. What? Why can we move? Oh, we can't. Oh, we reset our movement somehow. Nope, that is not the way. Alright, well, Yoleos, do we have any more armor? No, no, and no. How disappointing.
I fight for my brothers. I do what must be
Start
done. to
dropping some
survive.
troops off at once. We need to
May our
first
prayers
pray,
bring victory
and then
back.
exchange. And we'll have you stay in camp
Find me
stance and
someone
start
to
fruiting
fight.
up some more javelins.
Strong men make strong armies.
Indeed. So we just can't recruit more because it's in a foreign region. That's annoying. We'll have to go back over here to burn Tarsus.
Witness me.
Witness me.
A flame in the flesh.
Yeah, there's no reason to march stance. We've got outpost construction in
This
Tarsus
land
and Tijuana.
somehow prospers.
Let's go ahead and upgrade this one. But I really wouldn't be surprised.
I make
Oh,
the
you cheeky
decisions
rat.
here.
That's likely gonna get attacked.
Life is not fair.
True.
Neither am I.
Neither am I.
Show me what you can do. Gather all able-bodied men.
Elite units. These super elite Itsuan slingers and militia. Actually, we will recruit
Take
them.
orders only
And then we'll
from
drop
me.
them all off in the garrison. That through we could
Raiding
upgrade. No. Nope. Although he gets more recruitment slots, so maybe.
Me? Why, I'm a perfect nobody.
Perfect nobody. Yeah, no, I don't want to do any upgrading to him at all. He is literally just there to recruit some troops.
Peerless.
I seek money.
Don't worry, guys. I
Power. That's
seek
it.
money. We haven't met the Peliset tribe, but we will try to confederate with the other sea peoples. Oh, civil war, huh?
Peace is a delicate balance. But when brothers turn against each other, virtues are abandoned. Bloodshed is inevitable.
And nice shot. It looks like Assyria is devolving into total war. Glorious. It's been conquered once more. So we just gotta let them build that back up. We get even more bronze. Gila, a strong and healthy baby girl, has been born. Mesopotamian civil war has begun. War
Prosperity.
engulfs
Well,
Mesopotamia. Pretenders
why not?
emerge, fighting to become the one true legitimate leader. So much internal conflict brewing, and an opportune time has come for others to take advantage. Hello there, PowerPoint shadows. Well, let's take a quick look at our... No. I'm looking for our Dynasty screen here. Pretty sure we get access to one. Or maybe not. Not unless you become one of the ruling families, I guess. No scions. No, not yet. Nufre here is he's only a year old. One day.
Who else?
He shall take over the whole kingdom. Mopping in bed now. Have a great one. See ya.
Everyone's
See
so
you, land
complacent.
party. Appreciate you for stopping on by. Everyone's so complacent. Yeah, I want the stone from Tuana. They apparently are very powerful. Let's see what they got.
Excitement ahead.
Oh,
The horizon is a step away.
he runs.
Not like this.
They
Found
take
me.
out this,
Good job.
blow up this outpost, and then we'll move in
It is
to
I.
attack. Oh, we can hit him here and auto-resolve the
Blood and
both.
ashes.
That's fantastic. We will go ahead and actually Promise of Glory and yoink these two guys here. We don't actually have that much. We'll yoink the one. Mine, and then we'll auto-resolve. Alright.
Isul smiles
101
on their
kills.
grief.
Well done. Zuwadi out there, sniper genius. 4 minutes for us, though. We shall go ahead and steal their equipment.
Let them build their pyre themselves. Here I am.
Go on then.
Shouldn't have anyone inside the settlement, so we should, or the outpost. We should be able to blow that up.
My brother watches,
Yep. Burn that to the ground, and then attack Tuana.
fanning the flames. Where now, cowards?
Where now, cowards? Can't quite dominate them. Don't have enough imminence. We could Promise of Glory to yoink away even more troops. How much imminence do we have? Where can we see that? Oh, 25 is all we have. Or how much do we have? We have 50. Where's our imminence? I know I'm blind, but where is it? Huh. Yeah, oh well. We won't keep worrying about it. Let's go ahead and build up a set of battering rams and some ladders. And escalade the smack out of these people too.
Ready to give in?
No, they're probably not. We'll have you drop
Ready to
off some
go.
troops here in
Train for marching.
all of them. They all hang out in the Naragi.
We are soldiers.
We're being pursued by this guy. I say we stay in and camp. We can probably
Do
take
not
them.
test my patience.
Do not test my patience. And we can steal some of their units too if we really want to.
Strength.
So, more javelins, and then we'll also go ahead and recruit up the Zasuan militia.
You work hard, or you leave.
Or you die. I'm not gonna upgrade either of those outposts. Not yet.
There they are.
Well, Petru, let's see.
Let us explore.
I think you do deserve to at least have the next tier of a Tint Town. And then we can put in the idol to Asul. No, we can't. Only one in our faction. We'll just do 2 buildings then. If we lose him, we don't want to be out too much.
No one tells me what to
His
do.
bay might decide to attack us here since we have all the Naragi in their territory. So since we do want you to survive, let's go ahead and give you that armor, the shield, and the blade. I think I'm going to give you the Aegean Consort because I don't really care about that so much. And then the sandals is movement restored after repair. We'll think about that one. We will think. Talking hard about it. Yoink. I'm real surprised the Egyptian Civil War hasn't kicked off. Means Merneptah is still alive. Because the second he falls from old age... Oh, hang on now. I might have spoken way too soon. There they are.
Peace is a delicate balance.
I like to disappear for the cutscenes. Right back.
But when brothers turn against each other, virtues are abandoned. And bloodshed is inevitable.
Rip to the one guy who got... Oh, hang on. How'd you guys all get over here so quickly? Well, jeez. They are all just militia. Which means we might have a chance here. The settlement garrison army is going to be terrifying. But besides that, no, I think we can handle them. Let's go ahead and grab the Promise of Glory. So we have 52 total we can use. So, I mean, the Hittite slingers have a shield. The Tucson swordsmen also pretty decent. Let's go ahead and yoink these two slings. And yoink 3 units of slingers. Thank you kindly, and then we'll prepare to fight Unupa. So they are going to be surrounding us. We'll have to pull back to a defensive position and let them all come to us. You might want to strike real hard over here, and then we'll take up this position. Because this is, I don't know how they'll be able to get us out of here. That's going to be the plan. For the field. I mean, that is a heap of Hittites. Their seed is not. Seems about right. How many guys are here? So it looks like they are aware of what my strategy was going to be. Then can we do the same thing on the other side then? It's not going to be as effective. So are all of their reinforcements coming in from here? I mean, if that's the case, we can trap them in and do a lot of damage. So let's do so. All right, so we'll grab the know what we have access to work with. We've got our javelins and then the 3 units of slings. You guys have different range. 210, 210, 210. No. Hittite slingers are better. And they have a shield. Deploy like this. We'll have the... Yeah, we'll have the recruits back here, and then we can do... swordsmen. Side there, Yoleos and company, and then we can do the slings, which they do have a lot of themselves, but if we close the gap, those slings cease to do anything really quickly.
Interacts.
That looks good to me. Everyone's in their defensive positions if they need to. Let's do this. I don't really mind them thinking they can handle that. Let's move them up. All of our slingers kind of advance behind them. Yeah, because they are going to be incentivized to come towards us. Let's have these guys move through. Naragi advance and start catching those slingshots.
Start marching! March onwards!
Start marching!
Better echo.
We're invincible! On our way!
Not true, but almost.
Forward and away!
This is all the reinforcements. We need to just go ahead and advance.
Blitz them out! I'll strangle you! Warriors march!
I prefer if you didn't. No strangling here.
On our way! March on! March, brothers!
March, brothers.
March onwards! Throw those spears! Start marching! Slings! Loose! Time for exercise!
Your foe's hidden units stand revealed.
Start marching!
So they do.
On our way! Got them! Got them! Face the fury! Might and glory!
Alright, slings start launching towards Hella Rizzy there.
Aim through!
Charge in, you break this group, spearmen. Eloni formation, if you will. And we'll try to surround and destroy everyone back here in this back corner.
I'll strangle you! Cleave them!
Get in there quick now.
Lightning spears!
Your hidden units stand revealed.
Throw those spears! Move forward! I'll strangle you!
Oh, slings, what are you boys doing so close? All back.
In Hati's name! Swordsman!
We've lost a lot of guys here. And our slings are being goofy.
To glory!
Leos charge through.
Warriors of the tide! Reef sharp! Blood and battle! Perish!
Out of Kiloni.
Strike
I
hard!
mean, that many javelins gonna wipe out a lord. No trouble.
Aye, on it!
Alright, you boys, move.
Javelins away!
Your warriors are wavering.
Between the eyes!
Understandable.
Slings in hand!
Start going towards Hella Rizzy.
Reef sharp! Swordsman! The sea unites us! Warriors, march!
Thank you, baller guitar riffs.
Cut and gut them!
Your hidden units stand revealed.
Yes! Retreat! Swing them loose! Stone slingers!
The enemy
Looks like we've
chamber
got
has
some.
finished.
Oh, yeah, they got probably
Axeman!
stabbed up by javelins, something fierce.
Relieve them!
Have the other two club boys move in.
Got and got them! Slings! Loose!
Yeah, weather down those armored javelins.
Sling your stones! Burning for battle! Let us win in record time!
Let us win in record time.
One of your units has depleted their ammunition.
Send the hail!
Yep, we got them. They're all running.
Meets your maker!
Poor guys, one big blob, and you're all doomed.
Slings of Hati!
Harpoons, get in here. That general's yours. You two just move up to take down these Luwian swordsmen.
No one stand in my way!
Hecleas charge through.
Ready
He
for
just
battle!
woos.
Back their heads! Perish! Swordsmen!
The sea unites us! Warriors of the tide!
Blades through.
No one to break us!
Yoleos used to hear and kill. Well, actually, let's everyone move through.
By the gods, your warriors are rallying.
Ready spears! Move
Excellent to hear. Looks like their warriors are running for the hills. Outnumber us. It
forward.
won't save you.
Stop me!
March onwards!
They are swinging their slings!
They're swinging their slings.
Patty triumphs again!
One of your units has depleted their ammunition.
Deadly
Which, to be fair, is better than swinging other things.
with me, man! Bleed them out!
Spearmen!
Yeah, no, that's a glorious victory, outnumbered as per always. We just lost a few of our warriors there. Let's allow the javelins to turn around and not kill friendlies. Harpooneers, you go ahead and just chase them down.
Tights in!
Actually, get back.
Deadly aim!
You guys are too dangerous to friendlies. Them down. You guys charging on along too. I just don't know if they'll catch anyone because of the terrain. Oh, they ran back into a corner. Oh, no, they can escape over here. Cheeky. All right, well, let's win. Heroic victory. Darn right. 2,300 on our side. As for them, easily double. Oh, my camera. Whoops. Hello, everyone. Oof. Everyone needs a neat lure. And your head. A heroic victory. Lost 316 in the fighting. Golden sword goes to... that's an extremely balanced bit of slaying there, lads. Well done. Looks like it's going to be going to some of our shirted swordsmen then. Kind of surprising. Definitely need the replenishment.
My brother would be proud.
I should all just run away now, thanks. Bye-bye.
I feel it. Burning.
Egyptian Civil War, we yoinked away another common sword, and besides that, nothing too exciting.
Blood and ashes.
Up to rank lucky number 13, we'll go ahead and put 2 points into Fortitude. I think it is probably about time to start going for the presence as well, that we get some of these balanced ones. Strong Vigor for all of our units is incredible.
Isul, with your blessing.
Like, come on, Auto-Resolve, be kind. We've obliterated the Hittites so many times at this point. The spin and stab.
The happy cattle need prodding.
The happy cattle need prodding. And then we will go ahead and raise the settlement again.
These structures offend me.
Destroy them.
My brother, the sun, beckons me to him.
Alright, so we'll go ahead and stamp this
Burn
guy
their
out.
beards.
Burn these beards right. Units can't be turned. Well, if you can't be, then extermination is the only way. Yoink.
Was that all?
Dumana.
Okay then.
Okay then.
You are ashes. A flame in the flesh.
Yoink this.
Yoleos, brother to the sun.
Brother to the sun. We'll have you step a little ways away from the
Horizon
outpost just so you don't have any kind of... There tends to be weirdness with the movement. If you're standing right next to the outpost and you still utilize it, it'll sometimes take away all your movement, which is a nightmare. We got ourselves a new trait. We got individualistic. Fighting battles far from the capital and fighting battles without reinforcements. Extra morale in his aura. Or the aura size. Interesting. Cooperative seems pretty good. Man, a bunch of common weapons. Garbage. Hero of the People is 10 additional workforce growth for generals and then Aspire for native units. But we don't have any native units, so that's not going to be very useful. At least all of our native units are down here. Oh, hello.
I slaughter people who bother me.
Where is this faction at? Because they have been coming up from the sea. They have become the sea people to us. Sure.
I fight for my brothers.
We will drop all of these troops off. Oh, we can only have 10. Oh, okay. Well, we'll drop the javelin off then. And then you two are just going to go get the boot. Not to give them any kind of advantage. If we lose that Naragi, so be it.
Witness me.
Alright, Julius, let's go ahead and have you in the turn in March
Fanning the
stance.
flames. I cannot wait.
I cannot wait. Destruction available. Yeah, I don't trust it. All of these factions are likely to fight us, so we need all of the extra stone we can get at the moment.
I carve my own path. I make
Hopefully you
the
guys have
decisions
doomed
here.
your own faction by trying to invade me on repeat. Oh, more civil war. This one looks
Peace
Hittite.
is a delicate
Oh no, it's
balance.
Aegean.
But when brothers turn against each other,
It's slow motion jump attack time.
virtues are abandoned. Bloodshed
That might be the Kingdom of Lycia fighting against the Aegeans.
is inevitable.
I don't know what the green Greek faction is. It could be Thrace. Actually, it is like Thrace. Seti, Talsrat, MMS. So a lot of the base game factions are still functioning, just not Karunta or Jubililiuma. You're not asking for cooperation. No. You don't like it? No matter. Interesting. Oh, we'll take all of your stone. Here's some cash. Not today. Aegean Civil War begins. Not a problem for us, and it looks like they were scared of our garrison. Fair enough.
Peerless.
Smear some gold to finish this immediately, and I think I will. A little bit spooky, but we
Burn
definitely
first,
need to...
questions later.
Ooh, almost misclicked.
Eyes open always. A prayer to you, a blessing for me.
Yeah, and we'll go ahead and drop off
Motion is life.
these two recruits and one of the javelins. And then we can have Juleos take
There
out
they
this
are.
Hittite way station and go into camp stance. Yoink.
The horizon is a step away.
Alright,
Let's
drop
rest and
into
have
and
fun.
camp. Let's rest and have fun. And we do need to start upgrading our units before too long. So let's do that now. Dedicated camp defenses gets us the Naragi. Or we get the Harpooners camp. They're gonna get us a little bit more gold. Or more food. Now we need more Naragi warriors. That's the key here. So proper camp defenses, and then we'll go ahead and upgrade Not the combat drills. Let's go for the Temple of Asul, Idol of Asul up to tier 3. 800 favor, 6 more melee attack upon recruitment, and then 20% less morale for everyone in the area. Seems pretty dang good. We're all out of laborers now. Let's see if we can just get some more troops.
We will do whatever we want.
Whatever we want. Go one more
All
javelin, then,
soldiers, all
and
mine.
then 2 more recruits. Since
Let's
they're
do
cheap, cheerful,
bad
and we don't have to
things
worry about them
together.
getting slaughtered. Yeah, but I think we'll do the
I
same
serve
thing
a
we did
great
last time, where
cause.
we're just going to recruit up another general here with
Follow me to
Leos.
the end.
Petru can come... Actually, the one that we just disbanded, wait, can he come back at some point? I think that was Petru, so we'll just wait for him. Yeah, 4 turns. Easy. Tarsus and Tuwana both have upgrades. I don't mind upgrading the one here at Tuwana. That's likely when one of these armies down here that we're bothering comes up to attack. Because they're still alive down there. Next thing we need to look for is some gold. No, we're looking for the war spoils, and where's a gold settlement? Bishna. Oh. Okay, well we can do that, no problem. Food here at Court Pisos, and a lot of it. Let's end the turn. We are coming up on the end for today's stream. I've got a couple more videos I wanted to edit up. I finished up the start for our Apache campaign over for the Medieval to Americas series, which is going to be starting up hopefully sometime next week. And then, like I said, I'll have a Divide and Conquer poll up and video. Ooh, another civil war.
Peace is a delicate balance.
Now it's time for the Hittites to throw hands. While this cutscene goes, I'm going to go up and run to the restroom real quick.
But when brothers turn against each other, virtues are abandoned. And bloodshed is inevitable. Oh, hang on now. Bit of story. The flesh is weak, but the soul of a pharaoh lives on for eternity.
Oh, this is only the beginning of your woes.
Oof.
Happy people. Oof. Alright, so,
Flame in the
like I was
flesh.
saying here, we'll go ahead and call today's
Remain on your
stream.
toes.
I'll just go ahead and burn down Mokisos. We didn't even get to taking over down here with Karunta. There's a long ways to travel by yourself. Lots of territory to burn. Thank you all so much for dropping on by today's stream. We will pick things up here on Friday, and we'll get as far as we can, burning the world on down. And after this week, we will go ahead and put a pause back on Pharaoh for the foreseeable future. I just wanted to jump on in and burn the world down for a week here, because the game had wronged me, and this is the one game that I had rage quit. We actually bumped the difficulty up, and we're beating the smack out of it.
My
So
brother
good to see.
watches.
Thank you all so much for stopping on by today's stream, and I'll see you all next time.